How we all doing tonight? It's time for us to continue into Freedom Planet 2 with one more adventure mode. We got the last character of the game up next, and it's a newcomer in terms of the playable roster at least. Neera, that panda lady from the first game that didn't care for the original three, is now friends with the original three, as we've seen throughout this entire story. So I'm interested to see how she plays, as I've only played as Neera very briefly during the alpha stages of this game when it was way back in 2017, first release, somewhere around that time. It's been a very long time. But before we start, I just want to apologize for the lack of streams last week. I just needed to take a week off of a bunch of stuff happening. So having that nice little break, it did help. So I'm ready to get back into it this week. And I have to wait a little bit because, man, streaming PC games on a Tuesday is a nightmare. Because it's always routine maintenance day at this hour for whatever reason. Middle of the work week. And this happens at a time everyone's coming home to use Steam. Steam goes down. It's really annoying. So hopefully my cloud saves are at least ready to go. Because every once in a while I try to launch this game and it gives me an error for saves. Which is random. So let's just go into it. It should be working now because I think the maintenance is done. I think. It normally wraps up around 7 Eastern. Can I please get past the screen? I am pressing button. That's like, yeah. Nice concept design screen. Can we go, though? I don't think I've ever had a hang on this screen before. Wow. I was gonna say, is it just gonna crash? It hung on that screen for way too long, dude. I don't know why it hung there for like 20 seconds. But we're in. This game did get an update, and apparently one of the things was to fix some animations with Neera, so I guess it's good we waited until now, I guess, to play as the character. So things should be a little more stable for her, which, in my experience, just playing for her briefly in the alpha was fine. It was something to do from when I read in the patch notes. Some of her animations on rails were a little wonky looking, and it got fixed up. Nothing major. So this is our newer character into the game. A lot of people thought Torque or Spade could actually be a playable character this time around because of the supposed DLC they were working on for the first game, which I think at this point it's just been silently canceled. But no, we got a newcomer here instead. Neera, the Frost Knight. She can double jump, she's got a cryo staff attack, frost arts, and focus. So let's just see what all this is gonna mean. Start normal here and just jump straight in. I will definitely want a brief controller layout for this because this is a character I don't know how to play as, really. Okay, it's like a nice graceful double jump because it just makes like a little air current below you. I would think maybe that's like an icy wind kind of thing. You need to think like in a cannon way. She ice skates around. Kind of reminds me of like Ice Kirby in the Kirby games. When you have that ability, you just ice skate. Okay, so that's also like a gun. If you hold down the attack button, you'll shoot. That's helpful. You can do a stab down. You can attack straight up. So she's a lot like Mila in some fashion, with some of the variants of her attacks having range of short combat kind of style. And in some ways also kind of like Carol. But what's the other thing do here? Okay, so that is her charge. She shoots out a little disc-like attack. Hey, Matt, how you doing? It's funny how I thought Carol would be the hardest character to play as in this game originally because of how she was in 2. Or, not 2, 1 specifically, going into 2, I guess I should say. She was close combat focused in the first game, but she got better in this one for longer range. Neera feels way more close combat than the rest. But that attack specifically and holding down X does help. Then you get some long range. Oh wait, did I get a double jump off of that? Kind of. Why isn't this opening? I'm doing what they're telling me to. Oh, no, I'm in X button. I'm not doing the tornado move. I get it. And what's focus? I don't know what this does just yet. Almost like a shield. I'll find out soon enough. Doing alright. That's good to hear. I'm doing good myself. Thanks for asking. Neera's attack is slightly faster. She won't flinch when taking damage. Okay. Yeah, I can see the attack speed being buffed. Special move, focus, blast, require energy, generates crystal. Yep, alright, we know how that works at this point. I do want to see how that works with invincibility. Oh yeah, I took a hit and nothing happened. Although it's really hard to test that in training when they don't let you take damage. So I won't be able to know how that works until we get to an actual level.
I'm ready for anything.
She is definitely a different character to play as out of everyone. I love how every character has a unique gameplay style. It's not like the Sonic games where, let's be honest, playing as Tails or Knuckles, it's very similar to playing as Sonic when it comes to the 2D games. They may have like one little attribute thing that makes them more unique, but then this game is like a whole combat string that makes them vastly different. Not to say that, you know, playing as different characters in like a 2D Sonic is the same character, just reskinned. Because I really did start feeling more original starting with Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Sonic 2, no, it was literally just you're playing as yellow Sonic. That was the joke, because Tails didn't play any different.
Looks like the Magister's mission will have to wait. Let's get this over with. I have business to attend to.
Okay, so now we're in Dragon Valley for the 4th time. I guess the general consensus for this level being a thing is everyone gets distracted by a big destructive thing. Because I don't really see the purpose for Neera being here and going through this level besides, I'm gonna just deal with this guy. Not much of a story reason this time. Not like our house being destroyed like with Lilac. I want the crystal, come on. Give me. Why is this so hard to get? Alright, I want to see how this works. Hit me. Okay, that damage thing doesn't do what I thought. It's just what they meant by that in the tutorial, probably the standard card thing. Alright, that's nice and glitchy. Wait a minute. Well, for 1, give me the shield. For 2, give me the points. So how does the power buff thing work for her? Not 100% sure yet. She may have that attack speed thing. Yeah, that's what it is. It's hard to tell when she doesn't have that orb around her in the traditional sense. Like this. You know what? No, I'm gonna go a different way. I'm gonna go up. One thing I am noticing with this character is there's no easy way to build up speed fast, so I don't think Neera would be the speed running kind of character for levels. I think really go fast.
Oh, joy.
She's also very pessimistic. My kind of character. But no, the thing is, I don't see any way of like building up speed that fast with her. Like other characters, like Mila has the whole shoot behind her thing, which really plays with your momentum. Lilac has Dragon Boost. And Carol has the bike when she can find a gas can, which gives her a lot of speed because of how fast the bike is. Not seeing anything like that for Neera so far. Maybe the attacks where she does that lunge, that kind of gives you a little bit of a speed boost. Oh yeah, there it is. As soon as I question it, just mash the X button. Then you go flying. Well, there's your answer. And then when you get the speed increase, just by doing your guard, that makes it go zooming. Okay, yeah, she Actually, he seems like a technical character on that front. Yeah, you can really build up speed even on the ground. And I'm imagining when she does the little icicle trail behind her, that's at max speed. Or something close to max. That does a lot of damage, too. So that downward thrust move is probably the one I want to use a lot of times if I don't have a special built up. Nice whiff. Alright, let me try to finish you with that. Might be a little slow, but I want to see how this works. For a boss, specifically. Not great on damage. The tornado move does more. Not really that surprising. That tornado move itself seems like it does a lot of shit damage. This projectile is a one and done.
No mercy.
Frost Knight Runner with. Did I seriously get a speedrun trophy not going that fast? Yeah, I did. That speed of stage is part time. I don't understand how I did. I was crawling. Oh, that was a thing.
This must be it.
Lady Neera! What a lovely surprise!
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm a little
What
late.
are
I got a
you
little
doing
distracted
here?
by some
Your
crap
trails
monster
get red
down the
too.
street.
This isn't about that explosion last week, right? It was an accident, I swear! I was just trying a new chemical compound that would change the color of my clothes!
No.
Oh, okay.
But now that you've mentioned it, I'll have you file a little report once we return to Shang 2.
Oh, okay. We return? Don't tell me.
The Magister has summoned you all for an audience.
I said don't tell me!
The Magister wants to see us? But why?
We're safer discussing this at the palace. Come.
Well, what if we don't wanna? You did kinda crash our unscripted sleepover.
It would be unwise of you to refuse.
Right, we're going.
Milo, what are
Absolutely.
you-
Chop, chop. You heard the lady.
Watch the
Ow,
tail.
ow.
Hold on a sec.
Make that 2 reports.
I really had to just think about this for a minute. When you watch that cutscene back as many times as you have, you really gotta think how that works when Mila's shoving out the other 2 characters. That's not the door she's shoving them out of, in terms of how the house is laid out. We go in. I don't see a door here. So in my perspective, it looks like she's just shoving them like behind the stairs. Like we gotta go, like behind the staircase, hide from the mean lady. Mila's lab table. It smells funny. Why it smells like chemicals. A lot of books here, math, chemistry, usual. User manuals, even a few comics. That's really short. Maybe this house used to belong to a rabbit. Hey, she's a growing dog. What do you expect? Gonna, well, for some reason I can climb. She's gonna grow over time, so the bed's probably too small for her now. Ready to move when you are. Meet you outside the gate. I still don't get the point in this area. I really don't. Doesn't deserve the abuse. Her friends definitely are questionable state of people, to say the least. Neera and Carol both are definitely the more hardcore ones of the group, which then makes you question some things about maybe some of the abuse.
You will travel to Shangtu Palace and meet with the Magister immediately. You will act with proper reverence. I will not tolerate any flippancy.
No worries, Lady Neera.
Carol's probably thinking with those big words. Yeah, I get what you said. Why, like what'd she say? I could see Carol just being that sarcastic kind of person. I can see it for character. Really? I gotta go back immediately because of that. Problem is, this is put in like the perfect spot to avoid Okay, that's a different line. It's same energy as what we got in the other stories, but now it's directed towards Neera being the one apparently on TV. Oh man, you are fast when you do these lunges. Holy crap! Maybe she is the speedrun character. I take that back now. Just seeing this amount of speed, I think I can see it the other way around. Or I thought she could be the slowest one of the group. No, maybe she's the fastest. Maybe I've just been sleeping on the panda at this point. Thinking they're not gonna be all that fast. Oh, if only you knew.
This is crazy awesome! Beep, boop, boop, boop.
Stop that immediately.
Yeah, okay, that's about right. Carol being the jokester of the group as always. Thank you for the path, buddy. Hey, give me this shield. That'll give me some more units of health with it. I might be able to actually take this to the boss fight this right. The only problem I'm having with my strat right now is there's so many walls in my way. I want to stage this as flat right now so I can just zoom. Like that. Like if I can just get a large area just to go, then I can get some massive speed. No obstacles in the way, I can just go. Every time I turn around, there's a wall. Carol's DD Neera's Dexter. I can see that. Yeah, the DD and Dexter parallels are real here. Yeah, that's a show I haven't seen in years, but there's so much about it I still remember. It's just that good of a show. I can't be the only one who thought this back in the day when that show Dexter was like the hot rage and trending. And I'm like, they brought back Dexter's Laboratory? No, it's a different Dexter show, you genius. I have not seen that one myself. Oh, you can lay down the spike traps. Okay. Yeah, that's right. That was a move she used in those brief moments we fought her in combat. I don't know how that would work for a boss, though. That's the only problem. Not the same. Dexter's about serial murder. Yeah, no, I remember hearing the gist of it, at least, on that front. So, yeah, parallels. To be fair, I think, what was it, around the time that show was going on? Is that when I was, like, still in high school getting out of it? Or like, in college, I can't remember. But I was still, like, naive kid, essentially, when it came to that stuff, so. Didn't know better.
You're pathetic.
Oh, I almost hit the thing. I wanted to go through the pipe and do my zips. They changed how the ranking system works a little bit here. Like, the rankings are the same, but the actual letter grade acts slightly different now. Looks a little bit nicer.
Did you guys see my sweet moves back there? That guy was like, roar, and I was all like, wha-bam! And he was like, oh god, not the face! Oh, sorry. I think I was in a different part of the city. But wha-bam! Alright, yeah!
Good thing we split up. Nice and quick, just the way I like it.
And now Neera's home. Back at the Royal Palace. How fast can we go? Very. Oh my gosh. It's so fast the camera had to pan out. That's actually really good. Sleeping on this character.
Your
She is
Excellency.
fast.
Welcome. We appreciate your
I still have
attendance
yet
at
to
such
see a
short
speedrun
notice.
of this game.
Why have
Wasn't
you
this in the
been so
last
exalted,
GDQ? I
I'm
think it was
sure
at
you are
Awesome
aware
Games
of
Done
the
Quick this
rise in
past year.
creature attacks
I don't know what they ran. It was either Mila or
Our intelligence
Lilac.
suggests that this is
I
not
need to go watch
coincidence.
it.
However,
Because I want to
their
see
connection
Spear on
remains
this
a
game in
mystery.
action.
We need capable fighters to counter the
Because runs of the
attacks and
first game are pretty
discover their origin.
crazy.
Assist us.
No matter what character you're
and
playing
you will
as.
be graciously rewarded.
What kind of reward we talking about here? Wads of cash? A statue of yours truly? A solid gold motorbike? I think the motor would melt a solid gold bike. Wow. Way to crush my hopes and dreams into dust, Neera.
Any gems you find on a mission are yours to keep. In addition, you may use the palace grounds as your base of operations.
What? That's not a reward. That's just picking up loose change. That's cleanup duty.
Carol, we need a place to stay. We can't just freeload off Mila. Besides, the money could help us rebuild our home.
Well, I don't know about you, but I want to find the robot that trashed our house and kick its big, shiny metal butt. I'd like to help, but, my laboratory.
Our soldiers can transport all your equipment here easily.
Oh, that'd be great! Just make sure they're wearing safety equipment.
Have we reached
I
an
still want to know
agreement?
what exactly she has in there that could be that bad.
Magister,
no, you don't wanna
we
hear that.
accept your offer.
Or Mila, it
You
could be
render
anything.
Your world a great service.
Ran feeling plant to Carol any percent. Okay, I was wondering what character they did. I'm surprised Carol was the first one shown off at a speedrun event out of the 4. But she's more technical in this game than she was in 1, so I'm not too surprised in some fashion, I guess. Please guide the others when taking on field missions. Your aptitude for leadership, exemplary, and I trust your judgment. Okay, it says the same thing. Yeah, I am your right-hand soldier. Not wrong.
Neera, what's with these kids? Has the Magister lost his mind?
You are in no position to question the Magister's judgment, Ascal. Their service has been invaluable to the kingdom.
Service? They're barely out of their diapers. What can they do that I can't?
They saved us from the brink of a tri-kingdom war several years ago. He trusts them.
Well, do you?
He's like, you got a point there. I did lock them up for a reason. Been a while since I saw those 3. Kinda miss them. Part of me thinks we shouldn't be calling kids in to do our dirty work. But then the other part of me remembers these kids kicked alien butt and drove Brevin off Avalis. He's gonna make a good point. These kids are kind of better heroes than the actual soldiers here. Never gets old. How high up can I be before the transition? Like around here, right? Oh my gosh! I hit the inner loading zone like that! I didn't even have a chance to stop it through the training. I just went so fast. Holy crap. Alright, I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna try to do these in, like, chronological order. Here's the weird thing. This game, it doesn't have an order when it comes to what stages you pick, because you can go in any order you want here when these missions pop up. But if you look at the soundtrack, it's numbered by stage in a specific order. And I think, if I remember correctly, it goes by difficulty scale. So lowest would be first, highest would be last in that said list of levels. So we're going to start with Sky Pirate Panic, because Neera's one for the rules. She likes order. And I will be heading back into the Royal Palace because I went so fast, I skipped the training, and I'm going back for the training. It helps for me just to do that in the beginning of these playthroughs, get the hang of these controls right away. There goes Pangu. That just happened. Okay, I'm going home real quick. I also need to stop at Mila's shop. You know what? Wait a minute. Before I do anything in the town, I should go straight into item exchange. I have nothing. Okay, never mind. I can buy one thing from Mila. I don't know if I should. That's the problem. Because I have only 2 options. Cheaper stock and extra stock. So I'm not going to buy anything from you, actually. It's a bad idea. For now, all I can do is equip the time limit. That's all I got. I'm at the bar. You know what? Sure, I'm gonna take a drink. First, you got a room? They're always booked. This hotel is never free, man. New blood, huh? Reminds me when I first signed up. Got put through a ringer of hazing that never seemed to end. I was cleaning the trains every day. I had to work twice as hard to get where I'm at. The hazing finally stopped, but the hate didn't. Too bad for them. I think this is the same speech we've heard, like, multiple times. I'm trying to see if I get a different person. That was the same thing. Okay, there's no point. There's no point in talking to you, dude. You're the same conversation I've heard 3 playthroughs in a row. Whatever nasty things are out there, I know you can get through it, and if you can't, I'll be around to help you. She forgives for a lot of bad things easily. No, I don't want to talk. I want to go in here. No, Lilac, please. All right, training time. Let's do it. Might be better just to do that attack in some fashion. Because this is another reason why I want to do the training. It makes me more familiarized with the damage output of these moves. Because some moves are going to do a lot more damage than others. And also gets me more accustomed to how the combo system works here. I think I got the general understanding of like how to combo with this character a little bit better, which will help for boss fights. The thing is, there is a little bit of lag between a lot of her different moves with the inputs, I've noticed, so it's not the easiest to do a string of moves like right away. You gotta wait a minute before you do the next thing, because there is cooldown. In a sense, it's almost like a fighting game control with a lot of these characters. Like when you think about it, the different moves they have, kind of feels like Smash Bros. Like where they're simple enough moves to understand, but they are complicated enough where they're pretty diverse. Nice. All right, cool. So another thing about this is knowing what moves to combo into each other if you want to do more damage. Which, again, feels like a fighting game. It's weird how I'm saying a platformer in a lot of ways feels like a fighter. To be fair, though, that's kind of why I like Smash Bros. More than like a lot of other fighting games, because it's not just a fighting game. It's kind of like a platformer in a lot of regards. It's just like the same idea. Okay, gotta stay away. Now this is when it gets stupid. Too many balls. Just stay up. Just stay high. They can't get me from the ceiling. I'll take one foul. It's fine. Also, I just realized in that last set of stuff, which were both combat-oriented, and this is the defensive one. Why didn't I just do the guard thing, like, up my attack speed? I didn't even think of that. Because it's a new mechanic for this character. The other three didn't have anything like that. I mean, the closest we had was Mila's guard creating the whole shield cube thing from previous games. What the heck is going on with my chat? Why is there random things happening here? Also, hey Amber, how you doing? There we go. That should at least make it not as weird. Alright, so we did all those. Let's do sparring now. Did I actually hit? I don't think I did. You know what? That's good. Didn't know I can freeze him. But they didn't really do much damage. That's the problem. I have to capitalize after. So I have an idea then. Yeah, like that. It's not doing that much damage over time. That's the only problem. So maybe I do this. That's a heavier attack. That does about half of a unit. Accident push of a moon to computer. That's impressive you hit the slow-mo button. I got it fixed. It's fine. I don't know what that was. There's just a bunch of commands all of a sudden being entered in the chat. Really making his AI work today. First time you actually got to throw your shield. I'll give him that.
I'm just warming up. Huh, nice try.
So freezing enemies like that, that was a really good battle for me to see how that worked. It will only keep them stunned for like about a second or two. So it's not going to be the most integral thing to do in a battle. It's going to depend. It really will. If I do freeze them, then I do want to capitalize on a strong attack. Oh, you can freeze in the air too. Because the thing bounces around like a boomerang weapon in other video games. Nice. Her hair's still moving in that. Okay, that's not realistic. Like, it's so flowy. But and there's an ice cube in the middle of that. Come on. Your hair doesn't flow when you're frozen. Yeah, that seems to be the strat if I freeze someone. Freeze them and then immediately just down attack. Nice start, huh? You did great, Carol. Oh, that's a pose. Oh, man. When she hits you with that disc of hers, man, you just get stuck in a loop. I gotta be careful not to get hit by that disc at all. As I say, getting hit by the disc. It's really hard to avoid that thing.
I'm just let's try.
I had a feeling just run straight into the
Nice
icicle.
try.
So that one, I'm gonna have to be really careful of when we get to the battle sphere. Carol does seem like a hard character to counter with Neera here. Now I'm thinking of this like an actual fighting game. I'm thinking of counters.
Freeze.
Like, what character counters this one? What's that strength or weakness to said character? Didn't think that was gonna work out. How did it not freeze her? Was it because of the cube? It might have been. Come on over. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're all just gonna run into the pain.
Nice try.
I don't have to do anything if that happens. This is really good preparation for when we actually have to fight these bosses for real. Gong does not count, though. You never fight him outside of this. Can you not freeze Askel? Because it's not working. You might not be able to freeze this guy. So that might be another thing to know, too. There might not be specific enemies or bosses that you can actually freeze. Don't always rely on that combo. It's doing damage, but it's not freezing. In some ways, I find this character easier to fight with Neera because of that projectile game. I think I feel prepared enough when these bosses come up in the actual story. Okay, let's leave. Now it's a regularly scheduled stage.
Museum. The culprits stole Pengu.
Pangu contains an extensive database of our history and culture. Much of its knowledge has yet to be deciphered. It must be recovered at all costs.
What's the point of those pulleys? They don't really help you get anywhere. I mean, that's speed. And of course, it's always the wall that's in your way. Always. Okay, so that doesn't do piercing. What am I standing on? That's the only thing I have to be careful of a stage designed like this. If I use this tornado attack, it does make me jump. If I don't want to jump, I'm going to be forced to if I do that attack. So there may be sometimes I'm better off not doing it. Although that combo, oh man, the freeze to attack is just like a one-shot. And that's really good to know. Too fast, crushed by level. And I'm still swinging in the afterlife. That's about right. What's over here? Out of curiosity. Nothing. Okay, it's just a different part of the stage. I'm noticing you don't get as much speed off the ground when you're doing your attacks as you do in the air. Like, you still get speed here, but it feels like you go ever so slightly faster in the air when you're doing that. Also, you can just hold the button to just do that one combo. To be fair, you stop after you do it in the air. So, mashing the button will make you do that multiple times, so it's probably just better. So this looks perfect for the tornado move. Yeah, that was pretty much a one-shot to both sides. Wait a minute. Health. I'm never coming back here. Confiscating this is part of the museum. That sounds like stealing. Sure. Now I get caught. Yep, that's about right. You give the... Yeah, you do get the orbs. Good. Alright, should we boss up ahead? Here we go.
I think the time for talk has passed. Cut the head off a snake and the body dies.
I mean, it's not a snake, but we'll use that same mentality. Why did I think I had a meter? Now I do. Artstar wouldn't win the game with set 4. Yeah, I know you still have to play it, and I recommend you play it at some point, because you do own the game, Amber. I know that much. That's how I got my copy, apparently. Even though it was literally in my budget. Showed up on a gift. So appreciate it. But it's worth playing, that's for sure. Especially if you like the first game. It's more the same, but much better design in a lot of areas, because it's been 7 years. They've really learned a lot in those 7 years.
You fought well. Too bad you're on the wrong side. So the criminal mastermind has been revealed. You're under arrest, child.
You broke my buddy! My friend! How could you? We were just having fun!
Desist with the tantrum and tell me your objective. Why did you attack this museum?
Do you even know how long it took to fix the microsensor bracket? I installed a high-fidelity amplifier so it could eliminate all the IR interference and use it right from the control pad. And it had a flush mount and a high-data IR encoder and a microsensor audio and wide-angle reception and a...
That pose makes Neera look like she's actually understanding what's going on, but I don't know if she does. She's not a scientist. She may be smart, but Mila's the brainiac of the group, technically.
Wake up, you buffoon!
Neera!
And that proves it.
What is it, General? I'm interrogating the culprit.
It was a bunch of dang sky pirates what stole Pangu. The airship's over the seaport right now, but we can't bring it down.
You have the might of an entire naval fleet behind you. Must I do everything? I suppose I must. Stay calm. I will be inbound shortly.
Dummy, 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 dummy! You fell for it!
Not good, these types of games. That's not really much of a problem, thankfully, with how this game's designed. With how they have so many different items here, you can just do whatever you want with the game and play in kind of any style. So in this case, I can heal myself up. Do I want to just go straight for it? Go for Accelerator? I might do Accelerator. Make me go real fast, but my aerial speed seems faster than my ground speeds. I don't know. In some ways, I kind of feel like maybe I should just... Yeah, I'll buy it. And I will do attack up, because that would be useful, too. But for now... Put it all in the fast speed. I don't want to go to gallery. They're going to scream at me. I know it. Oh, you come back here, you little cockroach. Okay, no, that's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be a grasshopper. For me, yeah, it's more like a cockroach. Living for way too long. Although I love the idea of giving these grasshoppers boxing gloves for whatever reason. Well, that's probably has a shield. I want his orb. Well, I'm not getting it now. Wait a minute. Can I actually reach that from here? No, I can't. That's on the other side. No, what was the point? What was the point in that? I went backwards. There's nothing here. It's just in case you get stuck in that area. It's a way for you to get past all the fire. That's it. It's like there's no point in that area existing. Don't really know what those icicles can really do in a boss fight, honestly. I'm not finding much of a use for those things yet. I'm sorry, was there a level there? Could have fooled me. Okay, well that's a section you can't really get past. stuck between the things, you're just screwed. How much does this do? And not enough force, really. My standard attacks do more pushback with that. And how does that not count? Wait, what's missing? Oh, you of course, the one that's like barely off. Where did the thing land? Oh, okay, it didn't. That's why. Orb. Early game, these things are very important because I have no currency right now. Hit the fist, thank you. Does this do anything? Yeah, of course not. I don't know why I thought that could work. That's an attack that goes vertical. These things need to go horizontal. Ooh, I have a good strategy now how to maximize that meter. Attack as much as I can here, and then use one of those specials by the time the meter's just about drained. Well, I used it a little more prematurely there. I think I was going to hit the guy with the tornado move, and I missed. There's Pangu.
Excellent. Safe and unharmed, which will be more than I can say for the thieves.
Whoa there! Throttle back, Tiger.
Excuse me, I'm a panda.
Explain yourself! What is the meaning of this robbery?
Let me bring you up to speed. The name's Corazon, captain of the Sigwada and mercenary extraordinaire. In the flesh. That Pengu of yours is a real sweet piece of hardware. You stole it from Perusa. We're here to steal it back.
Lies! The drone is property of the Royal Magister. He will decide its fate.
I figured you'd say that. Then it's time to kick the tires and light the fires!
Coming at you, Speedy! Texas! Got your padlock!
And she's really hard to hit with that icicle attack. Okay, you can freeze her. Ascal wasn't letting me freeze him, but Corazon here will. How kind of her.
Looks like someone's hankering for a spank.
Actually, this might work well for this kind of fight. I don't know.
Someone's hankering
Wait, you can jump off these? Why? Oh, yeah, you know what? That's fair. Get me up here. I have the high ground now.
Got your padlock!
Oh yeah, there you go. There's a spike trap.
Someone's sure getting spooled up.
No mercy.
Barely made that little timer of ours. Don't think that counts as par time per se, but you know what? I get the bonus. I don't care.
Pretty impressive. I actually got a little beaten up.
This girl, the last of them?
Doesn't she look familiar?
Yeah, it's like I've seen her 3 times already.
Kept you waiting, huh? What the heck, Corey?
Carol? Is that you? Well, ain't this a Charlie Foxtrot of a situation? Sorry, sis. Another time.
Corey!
After her!
Carol's the reason why I never remember what this character is
default.
called,
Clever.
because
I must
I keep on
reluctantly
thinking
agree
of her name
for a
as
while,
the
Captain.
nickname
But look,
that Carol gives
Pangu's
her,
back.
Corey.
Yay!
I keep on forgetting her
That's
full name's
something to
Corazon,
celebrate.
just because of that nickname thing. Sometimes you
Oh,
know a person better
that-
from their
your
nickname than their
sister?
actual like
Yeah,
full name. If you
honestly,
hear
I'm
it
totally
more
weirded
often.
out right now, so...
Sister or not, this was an attempted robbery of a major historical artifact on Shangtuzian soil. Airspace. Both. The Magister will hear of this.
The ports have been ghosted, milady.
Excellent. And the Pangu drone?
Too much downtown action. We had to jink out of there pronto.
Unfortunate. Remember, Feline, I cannot guarantee the safety of you or your family unless you have properly fulfilled your duties.
Yes, milady.
The drone will be ours, eventually. It is only a matter of time.
Yay! She's awake!
Scanning location. Good evening, sir.
Hey, the museum got trashed, so this place is your new home for now.
Location set as home.
Now turn into a dragon!
Invalid command.
Sorry, kid. Her dragon mode had to go. Didn't want to scare the museum staff in case someone accidentally messed with it.
Boo. Lame.
I'm totally okay with that. I'd hate to fight that thing again. Though I kind of miss riding it.
I've informed the Magister of today's events. That woman is now on the official terror watch list for all of Shangtu.
That's probably for the best.
For the best? That's my sister we're talking about.
The watch list is designed with
Yeah,
the
we never said
safety of
family's
Shangtu
perfect.
and its citizens in mind. Your frankly nebulous familial ties don't even come into it.
Whatever.
You don't want to meet my Uncle Frank. He's on the watch list. You know about Uncle Frank, Magister? He's on the watch list. Hindsight, perhaps we should have secured Pangu within the confines of the palace. Alas, I believe having such a rare artifact be available for public viewing would be important. Please guard the others and take a field mission. Okay, yeah, you're just repeating yourself now. And then we have this, where we have no time capsules besides the default ones. Can't believe our ports got hammered by the Sigwada. Sky Pirates mostly operate out of Harusa. Pangu must have been real important for them to come this far. You cleared the museum for a while if I were you. Heard the courier holds a mean grudge. What did I do? Wah. Alright, let me see if the clone battle's now available because of Pangu being here. Ah, sure enough. Okay, I want that as an alternate costume. She looks really good in a blue outfit. Although she is definitely hanging on that wall, so something's with this AI specifically. Because I've had that in other playthroughs. It's not just this one. But that blue outfit, I swear, that looks really good. With like the darker hair tones and everything. See, that's the thing. If we have like alternate costumes in this game, kind of like a Smash Bros situation, man, sometimes I think I would use the alternate costume more than the original. Man, I'm aggro.
Let's try this again, shall we? I'm just warming up.
Well, we were one hit away each, so that's fair. This one is the hardest one out of them all, I'm surprised. Like, I didn't have that much of a problem fighting Neera with the other characters. But Neera herself is very different. I'm still getting the hang of it. With the other three, I've had so many years of practice because of Freedom Planet 1. Even though some things are different, the core essentials are the same. Meanwhile, this Neera is still trying to break the laws of time and space. Yeah, if we're gonna stay in the corner, I'm fine with this.
Pathetic.
Oh, that was fun. Now for the next thing. Being mad at Carol.
Carol?
Yeah, she said she was going to Shangmu to buy ice cream for everyone. Isn't she the best?
Uh-huh. Sure. Let's just check on her super quick. Carol? Why are you going to Shangmu?
Battlesphere, gonna fight, gonna get me some grand prizes.
Whoa, what now? What about, you know, our missions from the Magister?
Can't talk, robot smashy time.
Neera's gonna kill us.
Do you hate Mondays like we do? Then come on down to the Battlesphere for Mayhem Monday! Face down the awesome power
What
of
happens
our
here on the
Battle
next
Bot
day?
Brigade.
I don't want to be
And
here if
forget
it's
about our
Toxic Tuesday.
knuckle-busting battle
That's just a
royale.
normal Tuesday in
We're
this
fighters from
household.
all around the globe duke it out for a chance
And
to
then
win
whenever
the
Wednesday, where we're
grand
just gonna kick him back and I don't know,
Are you
watching
bad enough
TV.
to survive the Battlesphere?
Throw away Thursday, we just forgot that day exists. Flamin' Friday. Hot eating wing contest. And then Saturday and Sunday are the off days. It's just Sleepy Saturday and Sleepy Sunday. That's when they're closed.
Is she out of her feline mind?
I wouldn't underestimate Carol the Wildcat. Oh, do you think that would be her stage name? That would be so cool.
Go after her if you wish. I have better things to do.
Wait, didn't you say you were looking for more fighters?
A solid idea, but Gong and I had already considered it. The champion had no interest in our battles. Something about the Red Wing of Justice will not be drafted into military service.
That was very good.
Thank you.
But you do want his help, right? So what if we go to the Battlesphere and win? Then he'll have to reconsider.
It'll be fun. I'm going to enter as Aleem, the masked Murata with a mysterious past.
I would like to know if the robots in there are related
That
to the
name
ones
still
they've been
gets me.
fighting.
Aleem.
I suppose
Just her
this
name
is worth our
backwards.
attention.
That's the spirit.
You're the Alucard of this world. What is that backwards? Oh, Dracula. Oh, yeah, okay. I wonder if he's a son of Dracula. I don't think that's gonna give me the speed, so I'm gonna just do that. And I get hit, of course. Yeah, the ice skating animation, I can agree on that. It looks really nice. It's one of my favorite, like, cosmetic things about this character. Because it really does show when she moves fast, there's that visual difference to lane. So no other character really had anything like that up to this point. Okay then. Missed every target. Wait a minute, was there something over here like a ring? Yeah, speed ring. don't remember going this pathway. We might have just taken an alternate route for once. I feel like almost every single playthrough we've gone like very similar routes in all these levels. That's why some playthroughs, they don't feel that much different than the others outside of how the character is played. I'm trying, at least in every playthrough, to change up some things. So that way it's at least a more fresh experience with each character we have to play. Nice pot shot. I can't reach that. I gotta find a different way up. That's my way up, and I am gonna hate it. With this character, there's gonna be no easy way to influence that direction. Oh, there's that. How am I gonna get the last one without tearing my hair out? I can't really. No, I can. I can pause, but really poorly. Can I just leave, technically? Yeah, screw the rest of that. I'm not gonna get that third one, man. Oh, hello. I'm already at the boss. I expect to be more in, like, the back line of this thing. Careful, I don't have much health. I'm being extremely reckless with this character, I'm noticing. You can't stop me, I'm gonna go fast. If only. Just outrun the boss. I mean, we kind of do that with one of the bosses later. And there's no point to do it, because after the boss is dead, the rest of the level is just barren. I think it's even possible to die because of that.
While this was an unexpected deviation, this diversion gives us an opportunity to confirm our neighbor's strength. We are all in this together, after all.
Have fun storming the battlesphere!
Being so brash. I'm just going fast. Got the name of the game. How did I miss? No, I'm salty about that. I'm going up. My double jump does get refreshed here, which helps. Because I don't know how else I would make that. Nice back pedal. Quite literally. Alright, let me not go as fast in that section. Let me just take a moment, because I want to see what's up here. Money. Really wasn't that worth. Oh, is that the rail grinding animation I've heard now? Okay, that's different. Looked like he was just kind of like holding her staff a little close to home. Kind of use like more of the staff to grind than her actual like shoes. I have to look at that again because we're only on the rail for like a fraction of a second. This is the most useless chest. I am at full health. Need money. I mean, at this stage of the game, technically I do need money because I can't afford much in these shops. Another reason kind of why I'm avoiding difficulty 3 set for the missions, because that's when Chloe's available, and I kind of need money when I visit Chloe so I can actually buy things at her shop. Is that another health chest? Okay, it's not. I was gonna say, if that's more health, then that's a waste. I can't use it. Full health again. A Bravestone I'll take. We haven't gotten that Bravestone, so I don't even know what that is. I'll have to see what that Bravestone is once we beat the level. Look at my inventory. It's going into the battlefield would be a perfect time to change my stuff. Sir, give me your orb. I want your orb. 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 I think I got their orbs. I have no idea how fast that happened. This is literally just to go straight up out of curiosity. That's a waste. She looks so serious for riding the baseball. It's like the most amusement park ride to her. It's just like, whatever, just get this over with. No fun allowed zone here. Neera is just the embodiment of no fun allowed with her expression. I don't even need the ladder for this part because of the double jump. I can just go straight up. Nice. And now ball. Like, that's just the embodiment of her excitement I can imagine during that. It's just this most monotone wee. Like, I don't care. Just please. Dude, just get it over with. I need to just go. Where'd the snake go? Did the snake despawn? Because he's just gone. I didn't get to kill it. What orb? Oh, okay. No, I see it. She's holding, like, her arms, like, just doing, like, I don't care kind of, like, arm pose. And she's just kind of riding the rail forward. That's how her animation is. Apparently, that was a little bugged until now, because in the patch notes, it's one of the things they changed. I don't know how that was beforehand. That's kind of the thing I'm a little curious about. I think I can access, like, the original versions of this game on Steam still. Due to how they handle updates. You just select an update in the client. Man, you're kind of hard to hit when you're moving around so much, dude. Which means your children are going to be the same. What? Focus war? I don't even know what that means. I'm going to have to look that up in a minute. There we go. Okay, what does Focus Warrior mean? As Neera inflict 50 base damage during a single activation of focus. Okay. I didn't know I did that much damage during that focus attempt thing. But I did start wailing on the guy. Okay, that's enough for 5 in total, right? Yep. Just shy of getting 6. In the Bazaar, I can make this harder. For whatever reason. This one, I don't understand why you would ever use. I'm just thinking about the concepts. Like, I own the bomb. How's that helpful? You're really only doing it for the bonus. You know what? I'm gonna do like the worst thing. This one hit KO at life oscillation sounds like the worst thing. It's a 50-50 if you have health, or you die at one hit. Oh, and then expensive stocks. That adds a little bit more. Okay. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? The answer is probably a yes. I just want to see how this works. This sounds terrible in hindsight, but luckily, the Battlesphere race won't matter for this if I'm careful. That's the keyword. But what does it mean by oscillate between full and nothing? Because it's on nothing right now.
Carol, wait up!
Lilac, hi, how's it going?
What were you thinking? You shouldn't have run off without us.
I don't need a babysitter, okay? I can handle myself.
I don't know, man. How many times do you pull Carol? I think we, as a group, can argue otherwise. You do need a babysitter.
In the Battlesphere, then we're gonna do it together, as a team.
What's wrong with me? I ask that every day.
Looks like the old Carol charm is
Realistically,
finally
I'm trying to
coming
go
up,
for
guys.
something very
Even
special.
you,
The
silly.
mythical Rainbow S.
I'm here to recruit the champion.
That is a
for
real
my
thing.
cause.
There is another rank we haven't seen yet. S is one
You are
thing, but there's a
clearly
Rainbow
can't
S.
fail without our support.
Gee,
I don't know how you're
should've
supposed to get
voted
that. It
confidence.
is... It's alright, hard enough to get S ranks in this game. But from my understanding, Rainbow S is one tier higher up, meaning that you gotta do really good and play with some pretty big handicaps to be even able to get to that ranking. I don't think there's a point. There might be an achievement for all I know, and that's about it.
Well, I'll be. Our next contestant is none other than the Magister's right-hand maiden. Give it up for Neera Lee. Oh, man, what a shot!
We're not finished here.
Did not think that would work in the way it did. Somehow I went up a wall that shouldn't have pushed me up. I went so high, I went over the goal. Are you kidding me?
Record!
Ah, it's just an S. If I didn't die, that could have been a Rainbow S. I'm gonna call it now. This is the one I'm worried about, though, because I am a wet noodle here in attacks if I'm not up close. And also, I'm a glass cannon. Not the combo we want to see. Just let them handle it. Just let them handle it. Do not kill me. That's next round. Thankfully, I technically do have 3 hits. That's how this works because of the lives. And I've already used 2 of them.
Try this again, shall we?
Alright, this is safer. I'm not gonna be in fun man today. I'm just gonna be this. The health doesn't matter. One hit KO man here. Oh, thank you. Thank you for oscillating to full health. Oh, now I can be reckless. Let's go. This is the mode I need to be reckless in. So the fact I finally got the good luck, about time. About time.
Booyah! Piece of cake!
Child's play.
So what now?
Whoa! Looks like somebody didn't get the memo. Only the last fighter standing can ultimately face the champion of the Battlesphere!
Oh, right.
Oh, that's right. Fight to the death.
I don't like what it means.
I'll get the
Alright,
knife.
Here's the plan. You guys take the fall, and I.
Man, I bet the characters. Technically, Neera's the one with the knife, so to say. Sharp pointing end on her spear.
What? You don't think I can handle this?
Guess we're going to have to settle this the hard way, huh?
Oh, I've been waiting a long time for this.
Okay, now please don't make me start with no health. Of course. Shouldn't have said anything. Instant death. I could not. I could not even attempt that. Nice. Just take care of each other. I'll stay over here. You all have fun over there. I'll be over here trying to kill you from a distance. And Lilac has now got... The only one left now is Mila. She's the only one that needs to take the hit on me. Please, give me the health. Give me the health. Oscillate the full. Give me the luck. Nope, they all killed me. Literally all three of them. What is with Carol? I can't do anything. She instantly hits me. I need to freeze her. Or freeze all three. That works too. I couldn't even see that. Wait a minute. You know what? What if I just let them do this? Have fun. I'm just gonna take a nap. Look, they want to kill each other. I'm fine with this. That's how we do. Enjoying the show. I know I'm enjoying it. I got a front row seat. Just taking a nap on the battlefield. Legit strats. Use the head. Look, Lilac's almost already done. There she goes. And now it's between these two. Who do I get to fight? Is it Mila or is it Carol? I think at this rate, Mila has the higher ground. She has more health. Carol's essentially 1 health bar down, so maybe 3 or 4 good hits. Oh, she's just about dead, and there she goes. That's my cue. And now I have full health, so now I can just wail on her. Talk about the best strat. Some may call it cheap. I call it being smart. Using that noggin.
My stones! We have a new record!
I still got an S for that, by the way. I didn't play a majority of the battle. I was napping, and I still got an S. That is a testament to how good that strategy worked.
And don't get cocky.
That was awesome. Let's do it again. I'm okay. Don't worry about me. You did great.
Did I though?
Ladies and gentlemen,
I just took a nap.
Proclaimed defender of the defenseless, the Red Wing of Justice, our very own champion of the Battlesphere, Captain Kalau!
Nice, get this one over with. Race time.
You again? Shouldn't you be out patrolling the streets for vociferous vandals and petty pickpockets?
Hardly. The safety of all our kingdoms is at stake. And as an ally of justice, it would be in your best interest to join our fight.
Is that so? Very well. I, Captain Kalau, will make time to listen to your intriguing offer. But first, I dare you to face one final challenge!
That's right, folks! The champion himself will decide what a contestant's final challenge will be!
One day this is just gonna hit a home run, and we're just gonna sit here playing baseball. But it's predetermined. Like, there's not a reason for this wheel, because it's
That is hardly
scripted.
a worthy test of my ability.
But I would love for it just to be home run. Just throw in the
Your
joke.
ice tricks are
Come on.
indeed impressive, citizen. But now you face a true champion of the ring.
Gonna start with no health, right? Yeah. Every time. Dan, of course. No, you know what? 0 life challenge. I'm gonna do this without taking a death at all. I want to see if we can get a Rainbow S. I want to know the real, man. Or are they just a myth? No, they are real. I've seen the videos. I don't like going the low ground because that's where the fire's at. So if I can stay high up like this, I'm safe. I've lapped him. I was like, wait, what did I just see? Because there's no way he's in front of me. No, I lapped him. I'm going that fast. No, do not. It's like I'm not taking an L now. Dude, now I know it's possible for sub 1. I hate myself. I gotta go again, because now I know I can get a sub 1. That might guarantee a Rainbow S. Watch that bin the dang rank I'm looking for anyways. You know what you signed up for when you click on one of these streams? Grinding. This is why I don't play RPGs. Because I grind in every other game. Why play the newest Final Fantasy to grind out for 500 hours when it just do that on the platformers? Okay, that was a mistake, but I can make up, I think, for it. I just want to get sub 1, because I want to see if it is possible to get a good rank. Never mind. Expect perfection. That's my mind talking. It's not even just you. Like, legit, that's what my mind thinks half the time I'm doing this crap. I gotta find a better way to do that jump there. Because the problem I'm having is every time I go and try to jump higher, but keep the speed, I'm bonking my head on that top wall. And then here, if I lose too much speed, I can't make it to that top platform with that kind of jump. Because ideally, I want to get up there like that, where I basically hit the top of it while maintaining speed. If I can do every lap like that, that'd be good. What was that movement? I literally did everything wrong. Also, why I'm not a speedrunner, because my reset counter would be higher than the actual attempted runs. Nice. That's what we want. Slap him. Alright, a little bit of a speed loss there. Oh crap, there comes the slop. The moment you make one mistake, 10 more follow. I just want to see if I get a Rainbow S, I'm gonna pop off so hard that the neighbors down the street will hear me. Alright, I almost lost that double jump there. What is happening? My jumps are getting eaten like crazy. It's the momentum. Like, I'm going so fast. I'm focusing more on the movement sometimes than, like, the verticality. That's what I want. I gotta do it like 3 more times, though. It's the hard part right now. Being consistent. There you go. Something like that. If I can make a mistake, I can recover from it. And this is it. I say as I hit the wall. Well, still, it's a sub 1. All right, what do we get? It's going to be an S, but do I get what I want? Nope. That's how hard they are. I think if that was a 200%, I would have got it. I almost feel like going back in and trying that again. I'm not kidding. But I might have harder handicaps that can make them impossible.
Victory is yours.
Rainbows even exist, in theory. I actually have seen recommended videos of this game in my subscriptions and such that do show that there is another ranking past that, so they do exist. They're just really hard.
First, I would tend to some unresolved matters. I will message you once I'm done. You have my word.
Very well. Signal us when you are ready.
Here to present the grand prize.
Yeah, you look it up, and I'm seeing a whole bunch of them.
Is the honorable.
It's just really hard to get.
Highly humble leader of our fair city, our very own.
So requirements for an S rank specifically are no stocks lost. So if you die at least once, reset, because then you're not gonna do it. You gotta have at least 2 gravestones with a minimum of a 20% bonus or higher, which that's pretty strict. So the damage ones, the timer one, the one-hit KO, like those are good ones to use. Time doesn't matter. You're playing a new stage for the first time and still S rank it as long as you meet the requirements. So if you get a good enough score, you could take 20 minutes to level and be fine. But Rainbow S specifically, you have to clear the stage without taking life pedal damage. That's another one too. However, you can rely on shields that are found throughout the stage. That won't take away. So essentially, you gotta get an S rank, but also by getting an S rank, you gotta be perfect. You cannot take a single point of damage.
Shang-Tu breeds them tough, I'll grant
So
them.
technically, my one-hit KO, I don't know, does that affect
handle
that?
its full strength.
I'm technically at
Good.
0 health.
But I have
It
no
shouldn't count.
intention of underestimating them. Nothing can be left to chance. Not this time.
I love how we just talked about that whole thing over an important cutscene. We've seen it like 4 times at this point. I don't care. The guy is an egotistical man that wants you to sign a contract. Neera just doesn't care. Obviously, it's like, just work with us. Come on, dude. His lawyer sent up a contract the size of the textbook. See, like, this is what we don't care about. Like, dude, just work with us. Don't be a jerk. Be like him. A free spirit duck. Alright, last one, technically. Mystery of the Frozen North. I say it's going about the Shang-Tu because I need to test that theory. Technically, this life oscillator one is not as helpful as the others. You know what? If we're doing a speedrun, I want to try this. Flaws challenge. I want to see. Can we do it? We have a minute. I was right. I need to beat a minute if I wanted a really good time for that S. With movement like that, though, it will never be an S again. I just wonder though, with the whole you can't take life pedal damage. Does it count to use the one-hit KO badge? Because the one-hit KO badge starts you with 0 life pedals. It can't count that, right? Because that would be dumb. Dude, questions. Also, I gotta do that more in this. I forgot. This. I move faster when attacking. Use that to your advantage. Cases like this. It's perfect. Yeah, look at that. And then I fail a jump. But that was the right idea. Getting the speed increase while not doing anything here is the perfect time. Like, I can do more of those lunges if I just do the perfect guard thing. No, you gotta be kidding me. The final obstacle. The final one I slip. Ah, I hate that. All right, what do we got? That was a really good time. 48.95. Come on. Let's go. I told you they're real. You doubted me? There it is. Rainbow S. Speed running now, boys. Perfect. It's the only one I'm ever going to get. He is still running the race. I lapped him that bad. I'm sorry, Kalaw, but you're a joke now. Y'all doubted me. I show you the doubt with the rainbow. While we're here, we might as well do some of our challenges. These out of the way. This one, I don't really see my speed tech really being helpful. But at the same time, the item set doesn't matter, because I'm not fighting. So I don't care about my health here. I'm just running. Oh god. I made one little mistake. That might not be an S. Or Rainbow S. Nope, screw you. I got second one. Seriously, say I can't. This is a free one, though, man. If you want to see if they exist, go in this level with 100% multiplier. It's a freebie, apparently. Man, that feel when you worked your butt off for, like, what, 20 minutes to get one Rainbow S. And then you get another one within a minute. Then that defeats the whole point. Out of time capsule. Oh yeah, you're not supposed to get these yet, but here you are, collecting them early. Overachiever. You need all 13 of these things. We know the drill at this point. Going for true ending. Wait a minute. Did this have a ranking on it already? Was I misreading? How? How does this have a Rainbow S? I haven't played this level yet. What? Oh, oh my god. Oh, that's a bug. I get it. Hey, Galaxy Trail, if you're watching, you may want to update the game again for these two challenges. Ring Out Challenge and Flip Fire Gauntlet, they share a flag. Or at least that's what I'm assuming. There's something shared between these two. The ranking is bugged, man. The best time ranking for Flip Fire Gauntlet and Ring Out Challenge seem to be reversed. We'll find this one out if I get a different ranking here. Time for 1, 2, 3R, am I right? The next update.
She didn't quite hit the mark there.
Alright, so that should make sure I don't get a Rainbow S now. But I could still get a... No, I can't even get an S, because dying I think counts too. I'll get an A. So if the one mission's an A, the other one's an S, then yeah, you can see a bug, man. Oh, crap. This section kind of sucks in my current state. And same for this section, it's not much better. Okay, that was Dancing with Some Danger. There we go, we beat it. So if I get an A here and the other stage says I have an A when I got an S, then I'm gonna say there's a shared flag with the scoring system. But the flags have reversed the scores. Which is a big oops. Probably like a line of code that could probably be changed and could fix it. If I'm thinking of coding correctly. It's been years since I've coded, so I'm trying to even think how that would work. Alright, let's see. No, Ring Out Challenge doesn't have a score at all now. No, they're just like going down a peg. Alright, so there's the new hypothesis. Each stage is sharing the time rank for the opposite one, so there's an ordering issue, technically, in the code. Really? I'm just gonna hit restart, because that's too early. There's no point in continuing that early on. Like, I just literally restart. That's just mean. That's meaner. Oh yeah, what I needed. More speed. Okay, well now you can just trap me. Less speed. At least it didn't count as damage, surprisingly. But that was cheap. I can't even see the stinking thing to guard. Dude, I'm just trying to jump on at least one of these. And then this. This is like a really awkward section for me right now because I keep on running into like the worst of things. If I could stay at a high ground like that, yeah, and I died. Yeah, I do. That's not surprising. I need to stay the high ground because then I could just avoid the danger. Dude, I don't know how it would be possible. I'm thinking in the back of my head, how would I Rainbow S all these stages? Because that would be really difficult. The thing is, you need to do a lot of homework for that. You would want to look up where the shields are in these stages, because you would want to use those said shields for your health. So to guarantee you to get the S, well, the Rainbow S specifically, I would use probably an item set like I have now. Although, maybe not the timer one, just because of how strict that is. Get another one that's worth 25% bonus on instead. So use that in combination with the one-hit KO, and I can see... I just made this harder. Then I can see getting Rainbow S's pretty consistently, making it a lot easier. But the problem Pointless now becomes not dying, which is easier said than done. So I'd have to do perfect runs. But having a shield makes it less of a perfect run. Like, I'm thinking of how this would work in my head. It's just essentially the most complicated mess. Dude, I hit the guard button, but I was attacking. I'm mad. Because I would have gotten an S if that didn't happen, because this is the goal. I mean, I don't really care about these scores. They don't matter all that much. I still got an S, never mind. What was that one thing I read in the guide I looked up at how to get S's? Don't die. I'm pretty sure I need to update that part. Yeah, no stocks lost. I lost the stock, I still got an S, so I think they need to revise that a bit. It really depends on your bonuses. But I'm seeing that if you want to get S's more consistently, just do one-hit KO. Because one-hit KO makes it a little bit easier to get to an S, but then, you know, this kind of moment. Ah, no thank you. This is a moment where you peace out. Now, I'm making it a little bit harder for myself still, but not to a point where it's impossible. I can handle this. See, I think the Battlesphere, thinking about it now, is the hardest part of this game. Probably to do Rainbow S's, using my strategy. Because one-hit KO, yeah, it ain't gonna work here. Just flat out, man. That's a mistake here. So I'm thinking with something like this, I can't remember, is there an item in this game that gives you shields starting a stage? Because if there is, you would equip that, but that won't give you a bonus. Because you need two things that equal up to about 100%. I don't know how you do Rainbow S's consistently. That's like the hard thing on certain stages. The action stages, I can see what you need to do, because just find the shields, and use that as your health, and just get good with the stages. But with the boss fights like this, then yeah, you got me there. And I'm thinking about how to get the rankings in general. It's kind of like a puzzle on its own, which I kind of like that. That's the thing, the first game didn't have a ranking system, so giving a game a ranking system, whole world of replayability just opened up. Or at least it's not like the Sonic games ranking system where you're required to get the best rankings if you want 100% the game, because the only way you unlock the actual ending stuff, or like actual levels or whatever, is through the rankings, which can take some time. I'm trying to think what's the worst game to get all the rankings in general for 100%ing. In a Sonic game specifically for that reason, because if you gotta do that in this game just to get like true ending or something, that'd be really bad. But the thing I'm thinking of is probably the hardest game to get all the rankings is probably Sonic Adventure 2, just because of the vast, diversive nature of that game. There's a lot of stuff you gotta do in that game, between the 3 different gameplay styles, and so many different missions. So thinking about it, that's probably the hardest game to get all the max rank. Because every level has like 5 missions. And thinking about it for the other games, like 1 to 2 missions maybe, and that's about it. Well, Shadow Hedgehog's 3 missions, so 1 to 3, depending on your game. And probably the easiest, that's your Sonic Generations. You can just be asleep playing that game, you can probably get an S. Like, they make it so much easier in that game to get S's, so rankings didn't really matter. Of course you jumped as soon as I did my tornado move. How? That's like the perfect way to jump into a mistake. I always do this to myself. Alright, where's the last enemy? We're not done yet. Oh, no, we are. Say the fire's gonna kill me in the victory screen. Have that happen too many times. Please don't. I'm trying to think how many more of these can we do right now. We don't have access to that many levels here in the Battlesphere for the time capsules. If anything, we have less than half of these available right now. Probably a little over a third, if I had to guess. I don't know how many more of these we'll be doing. Probably like 1 or 2 more. Yeah, this is the last one. Okay, so 1 more, technically. Mach speed melee. It's a race. You know what that means. Wait, you can do items in the Battlesphere? Hang on, I've been playing this game for how many months and I just saw this? Whoops. That would have made a big difference. I don't have to leave to the map every time I want to change my item set. I was not paying attention, I guess, for that. Well, that was fast. Really? I want to go up. That seems like the best path. Then I can do that. Okay, that was stupid timing on that thing going down, because I couldn't guard in time. It moved so fast, I couldn't keep up with it. Yep, that's about right. And I'm laying on spikes, because of course, the insult to injury, quite literally on the injury part. No, don't. Every time. It's a trap every time. I don't like this. How will that work out? Thank you. And then I hate my controller at times, because that lagged the crap out. Oh, we're just going to go in. I forgot. This is a battle thing. I shouldn't bother. Because I have to go through all this now. Thought this was just a thing race, but I forgot. Yeah, that's what melee meant at the end. It's the thing combat part. Because I have to play this entire thing defensively, which is just not going to work. How'd you not die? Stop with the warps. I just want to stay still. You gotta go immediately. You're the biggest problem here. Okay? It's just these two guys. I don't know how I'm gonna get that one dude. Because he's in a really bad spot. Oh, I have an idea. Yeah. Just use the ice attack to your advantage. That's gonna be an A. It's because I died twice. But to be fair, I forgot about that whole melee part. It's in the title and I still forgot. Not much you can do about that. Now in the one-hit state. I mean, I have defensive maneuvers. If I was Lilac or Carol in that situation, that wouldn't have worked. I need to be a lot closer to my prey. So how many is that? That's 3. That's 7. Okay, so we have 7 of the 13. That's just about half? No, that's a little over half, technically, how that works. Huh. We got more than I expected out of this today. We'll probably come back here much later on. I wasn't planning on doing the Battlesphere stuff so soon, but here we are. So that's our first pass. I think our second pass will wait until at the very end of the game like we have for the past couple of playthroughs. So we'll come back here later to get the remaining time capsules because we got to wait for that certain part of the story to open up and all that. So it's going to take a bit. For now, we got to go to Shuigong and make our way upwards. But I think before we do this part of the game, I'm going to take a quick break because I think I deserved it after all that hardship. But hey, we got a good ranking out of it, so it was worth it. Well, 2 of them, technically. So, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll continue our adventure going into Tiger Falls here. So, stay tuned. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. Alright, we're back. And I think we're ready to go ahead and make our way up these Tiger Falls.
King Dale of Shuigong is asking for our help. Apparently, they need to track down a thief that's been stealing weapons.
Shuigong has become a close ally. It would be our honor to assist them in their time of need.
But probably not with the one-hit KO method, because are you stupid? Yes, but not that stupid today. Alright, so making the stocks a lot more expensive to get. It's only a 50 gem difference. I really don't think having that badge on is gonna make that big of a difference for me. I might as well just leave that one. I have like a 50% multiplier on right now. I don't think we'll see a Rainbow S ever again unless I'm doing the very crazy one-hit KO strats. That was kind of a one-off thing. Just doing that for Battlesphere just made the most sense with how short Battlesphere content is. But these levels are long, so it's not worth doing. Now that'd just be my own playthrough kind of thing, like my own crazy method thing in the background. When this is all said and done, I do kind of want to go back and try to get everything in this game, like all the Bravestones, get the other things in Museum done, because we haven't actually done anything in the Museum for this playthrough at all. And honestly, I'm not going to do that for this. It's mainly just because of the concept of that. The Museum itself is really time-consuming of a thing to fill out, because there's so many different areas that you have to donate to, which costs a lot of gems. So it's not a thing that I should be doing on a first playthrough because of how long it takes. But showing it off was a good idea at the very least during our playthrough with Lilac. I do remember showing it off briefly. But honestly, after this Neera playthrough, like, it's very fun for me to be able to play this game like every week I've been doing now. But we've been on this project for a very long time, much longer than planned, due to like a lot of different circumstances. So as much as I love Freedom Planet 2, I'm glad I was able to actually keep my promise after like how many years of shaving the first game, going into the second game. Like, my promise was I wanted to be there day one to stream this, and I was. And then do a whole playthrough like I did with the first on stream, because it kind of built up this channel. Let's not kid ourselves here. This series is like one of the most integral ones for the said Twitch stream channel of mine because of how it kind of started the current trend we're at now with these playthroughs and just kind of helped me find my footing. So the series is impactful in that front. So I want to give it its time in the sun. But we've also been playing the game for, again, a longer period of time than planned. And there's other projects I want to get to. So as much as I've enjoyed this one, we do have to get a move on. So after Neera, like, there's a lot more I could do, but that'll be on my own time. Like, filling out the museum, getting all the ranks, like, all that kind of stuff doesn't really matter for a first playthrough sake. That's crazy. Like, man, that is crazy. those technical parts you like too. I mean, yeah, the series itself has kind of like contributed to a lot of different factors for me, both for streaming sake, YouTube sake, and just kind of like built up some relations too. I'm still on that mission to get every one of my friends to play the game in some fashion. And if I can trap them into doing content with it too, then that's even better. So that said, Matt, I know you're returning game for stream. I'm just gonna hold you hostage with the Freedom Planet series. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Amber's gonna hold you hostage. I don't have the power. Should be at the end. Yeah, this is the ending. Let me get over here. And just wail on his head, because that is a strat. Nice. I might just wait for him to come around here. And miss. Oh my gosh! Well, so much for phase 2. Phase 2 is optional, apparently. Come back over here. I know you wanna. Here, I'll take a knee while waiting. Where are you? I don't want to go over there. Because I know you're coming this direction, and the ending's to my right.
No mercy.
Surprised I was still in the S. I mean, my stuff I'm using for these levels, I guess, is helping on that front. All right, before I go into Suigon, oh, I can't even do the quick shop. That's right. Suigon doesn't let you do that. Because it technically doesn't have a shop. Chloe doesn't count in the traditional sense of a shop. I want a gem exchange, so let me go to the one back in Shing 2. Because I need as many of these things as I can carry. There. 12 should be more than enough to buy out Chloe's shop. Oh, Chloe. I want to buy things. Chloe's here, she's got the gear, and I am here to buy it all. Mine is cheaper stocks, you're more expensive. Same for stronger shields, too. These I can't get yet, but that's later. It's just these things I want. The element burst and the pedal armor. How does this one work? Earth damage. I don't know what earth damage would mean for Neera. I'm kind of surprised it's not ice damage. She shoots icicles out of her spear. Why is it not ice damage? Alright, I guess Earth Dragon Tribe. Like she's following an Earth Dragon leader. I guess that's how we're getting Earth out of that. I mean, missed opportunity for the ice.
King Dale.
The sun hasn't even set yet. Seems like these infernal devices are useful after all. So, he sent you, did he? Very well. We need you to track down a thief. A large portion of our weapons and steel reserves have mysteriously vanished. And no, I am not imagining things.
If what you say is true, then I must question the competency of your guards. Have they been interrogated properly?
My people swear they saw nothing. This trickery is not of our own making. Anyway, we believe the supplies were taken north, but I don't want to send my soldiers out there until we know who or what we're dealing with.
Nervous as always, I see. Very well. I suppose I can look into this matter while I'm here.
Right to the point, as you would expect. Also, I love how he always thinks the museum attack was just his brother because of just how Spade is as a character. Like, he has no trust for Spade at all because he knows how bad of a thief he is. Oh, and also you saw a performance in the battlesphere. Most entertaining. He wants to do something like this, I would think, based on this conversation, because as a king, you can't really do much. You're kind of stuck at the throne at all times, being a ruler. You can't just go out and have fun. Too busy for that. I'm so glad they give you a fast travel option here, but man, never forget the soft lock that caused in 1.0. I don't.
Pascal, a little late for an evening stroll, don't you think?
Magister sent me. Well, my nose anyway. Thought you could use a bloodhound on your team.
Detective Mila is on the case too.
Or two.
The first rule of detectiving is to never let your mark know you're there. Ain't that right, partner?
I'm not your partner, pup.
This is a mission, not a playtime soiree.
It's fine. We can split up to cover more ground. So, what's the sit rep?
Well, I am heading north to track this thief. Tag along if you must, but don't get in my way.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Man, Neera and Estelle just same energy this entire time. They have very much the same kind of distaste for everyone else here. Like, yeah, I don't care. I want to get a move on. I don't want to deal with this pup. I just want to do my job. That's just the attitude I'm getting from both of them. It's the same mentality, so I can see these two getting along real well. I'm going backwards, aren't I? I always do this. At least I got a collectible for that. I'm starting to get to the point now in this playthrough where I shouldn't have to worry about getting orbs and crystals. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop getting them, though. Gotta get out of the way. Hang on. What? Alright, that was a fluke. Don't mind me. There's no level. You were imagining that. But why? Why would I come up here? Is there a reason? No, I want that. It's like the third time I'm riding this thing straight up. And for what? Just gems? That was not worth it.
No complications.
What are
Appears to be the remnants of that alien army.
you? Whatever. I'll just give them a one-way ticket home, courtesy of the 100-hook punch. Let's make like math tutors and divide their numbers. I'll see you on the other side.
Man, there's not much of a concern between these characters from Neera's perspective on Brevin's army being back. Everyone else is panicking like, oh no, is he here? But Neera's like, huh. So there's still some leftovers. Okay, like that's it. Like, no care, no concern, just kinda, yep. These are the Brevin creations, I remember these. I mean, they're really not much of a concern just by themselves. It's more the leader you gotta worry about, and that leader is not here. And all we get is Serpentine, so kind of a downgrade for these guys. They don't really have a competent leader, they have a Serpentine. all Serpentine. Just carry on. It's not a threat. Like that's
This is
essentially
Lieutenant
our
Neera Lee of the
our
Royal
mindset
Army
here.
of
Yeah.
Shang-Tu.
I'm sorry, I did not understand. This is Lieutenant Neera Lee of the Royal Army of Shang-Tu. Did you mean intruder?
Absolutely.
As detective, executing slaughter sequence with
All right. You know what? Sure. If you can't beat them, join them. Well, that was easy enough. Doubly so if my meter refilling as fast as it did among attacks.
Nice try.
Nice S.
Move it!
I take it you changed your mind about splitting up? And what about your partner?
The pup's keeping watch outside. I'm here to help you search the place. Or punch things, probably.
I swear. Let's do our thing. You can kind
My
of see
search
it.
for Princedale's thief has revealed a remnant contingent of Brevon's robot forces.
What? He's back?
It's too early to say. I will investigate further when I am more prepared. Keep this information between us for now. There is no need to create a panic until we know exactly who we're dealing with.
You sure about that? This sounds like something we need extra firepower for.
Trust me.
Thanks, Knuckles. It's the same energy at times, too. You're not wrong. Man, imagine if we had the voice of Vegeta and Piccolo also voice Knuckles. Then, that joke will come full circle at that point. Because, they're, you know, everyone's the same. I guess Sal being Knuckles, essentially. Just I can see it a lot of ways. I really can. Nice pot shot. I just got this. Like, Spike Shield is like one of the best ones in this game. For both, honestly, the series, I should say, because it's very useful. But then stuff like that happens. As soon as you get it, you lose it because of being enemies. Like, this is great for just avoiding all the spike damage here. Honestly, I think the two most useful shields is this one and then also the electric shield. Because that just sucks in gems. And then there's some lightning obstacles you gotta worry about in some stages. And then that was a thing in the first game. Not so much of an issue in this one. Water shield's really good, but not in every stage. Like, the best stage is the water stages, which there's really only one in this one you gotta really worry about. So now on the way back, get the vinyl on the way, which I swear, I think I gotten this vinyl every single playthrough. Like one of the easier ones to find. I can't even think, how many vinyls did I find in total in this series? Like, I'm trying to think more or less, like, total as in, like, per stage, not total as in how many times I collected the same one. Because, easily to say, it's double digits between the 4 playthroughs by the end of it all, but I'm trying to think. I don't even think I have half of these on a single file. Like, they're really hidden in some stages. Like, there's some that, you know, just go left and, oh, hey, look at that, vinyl. But then there's other stages where you gotta work for it. To be fair, I like the idea they have in this game where if you don't want to go out your way to find all the soundtrack vinyls, you can just buy them. So that way, you don't have to worry about that for 100% sake if you just can't do it. Which I love having the option. I love how this counts as drowning when my head's above water. That doesn't make sense. Okay, I forgot how awkward this one is. Just get in the middle and then shoot. That one's lined up. Now to get the other platform. That's another thing about playing this game for as many playthroughs at this point as we have. These levels now, they've kind of become second nature in a lot of ways. The puzzles now are solved. Like, I know what to do because I've played these levels so many times. So I've kind of memorized it. That's like the one thing on this game I'm a little surprised about. In the first game, there were stage-exclusive moments for some characters. Like, they did have a stage or two that the other character wouldn't go through. I mean, Mila actually had an exclusive stage, Aqua Tunnel. No one else had that stage available to him. And then there was also, what was it, Pangu Lake? Or Pangu Cave, whatever it was called to get to Pangu. That stage was exclusive for Lilac. Carol got shafted. Because her exclusive stage was shared with Mila. So, oops. But this game doesn't have any exclusive stages. Everyone plays through the same levels. And there's no, like, alternate paths that a certain character takes that another one doesn't. They all go through the same routes. Or they can, at least. That's, like, the one thing I'll give the first game over this one. There's no exclusive stage for a character. Oh, I didn't have the meter. It's fine. Hey, Ethan, how you doing? Missed. It's fine. Now into phase 3. Can I just, like, line myself up? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Give it a sec. Got him. Didn't even lose my shield. Nice. That might be good enough for an S. Doing good. That's good to hear. I'm doing good myself. Thanks for asking. Okay. Time now for a boss. I should probably equip one of these things here. I could be stupid and try a Rainbow S again, but that's not going to work out. Of anything. I should have Elemental Burst so we can do those chip damage attacks. I could do Petal Armor if I just want to try it out. I mean, I haven't found much of a use for this, really. I should try it just because.
Come on! I don't have all day!
No! Shut up!
Fine! Then by the will of Lord Brevin, I sentence you to death!
Lady Neera!
Hand over that robot! I General Serpentine, command it!
General, it's as I feared. Brevin has returned. Ready the troops.
That's right! Tremble in fear. Once Lord Brevin returns, I'll be nothing but a pitiful smear on the shattered remnants of this wretched planet!
Cancel that, General. I spoke too soon. The situation is contained.
Yep, that's about right. Oh, dang, Gong. He had the speed dial ready. He was on the phone when the order came through. And now he's like, I can't take it back. There is a nuke coming your way.
Friends into the stratosphere.
No.
Yeah, fine, then die.
To be fair, it is a threat that Lord Brevin is back. But then you hear it's just Serpentine. Neera's like, I sleep.
I surrender. Fooled you. Surprise attack.
Yeah, I'll take the shield, thanks for asking. I appreciate you wanting to offer it. A little handicap for me. I feel like you should be wearing this, because you're going to need it more than me. Can I freeze you? No, that's what I figured. If I could freeze this giant mech thing, then that would be a surprise. Bad timing for that. Good timing now. Here, I'll let you have a freebie. Come on. Try it. Kill me. Couldn't even if you want. You see, I can't even think straight. That much of a joke to me. Couldn't even kill me, even with all your effort. Joke. Serpentine blasting off again. You know, I have a certain Team Rocket set of employees that would love to meet you, because you share a lot in common. You always fly in the sky losing.
As soon as I heard.
Father. Wait, that robot thing is his dad?
No.
His father, the previous king, was murdered by the intergalactic warlord Brevin. We chased Brevin off our world, but not before he left his mark on us.
Oh, yeah. Heard the stories. Sounded made up. Didn't even think they could be true.
Oh, they are true. Watch the beginning of the first game.
No.
There is beheaded natures.
There was
Rated
nothing
E
you could have
for
done
everyone. It actually got a rating.
now. You are the king of Shuigong. Your people look to you for guidance
Brevin
and
blasting
leadership.
off again.
You've
Yeah,
only
same
grown
energy.
Stronger since that day, Your Majesty.
Although that joke is gonna start becoming a thing of the past now because Team Rocket's even being retired. Well, the main cast of Team Rocket, Jesse James Meowth.
Take over from here.
I had a
Monster
feeling they'd
has
retire
truly
them if they're
returned.
retiring Ash
You will be the first to know.
in the anime.
Thank you.
That's
Your
coming up.
Majesty.
Like that
No.
episode, I think, is supposed to air soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, yo, what up? God, he's like, oh, if you want two batters for you, I must get you tea. It's like, what does that have to do with tea? It's just, I can have some now. Thank you for your encouraging words, Lieutenant Neera Lee. Should you ever decide to return to Shuigong's forces, know that you have a place here. Ooh, did I at like one point serve under the previous king here? That almost sounded like that based on if you want to serve here again. It's like, wait, again? Since you ran out General Serpentine's forces, we have seen neither scale nor tail that snake. It appears he has moved on, which is worrisome of itself. Give General Gong my regards. Tell him that there'll be a freshly steamed meals waiting for him if he decide to pay us a visit. I heard about the attack on the museum. Okay, Sane's brother thing. We've read this before. Okay, that background took a minute to load. That's an interesting one. And I'm playing off an SSD. That was some interesting pop in. Alright, Chloe, do you have any new items now? Yes, you do. You got this. Power up start with speed skates. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, so I get that item and I move faster. Like I didn't need more speed. Might as well buy the rest because I can afford it all, even though I'm not going to use it. Don't buy these things, though. That's a ripoff. Buy them from Mila. Support your local business, not your local Chloe.
This is Maria
When
Note
new recruiting baddies
live.
to be for new
We
pro
interrupt
tags.
this
I
program to
feel like they
bring
might
you
rotate them
the
out
flash.
based on the generation
Mayor
now,
Zhao has
because
been kidnapped.
they introduce a new
He's
team every
currently being held
generation
hostage
and focus on
somewhere in
them
the
for a
Globe
bit.
Opera.
So I feel like they might just do
Eyewitnesses
that
say
for a while in the
mechanical
anime.
creatures
It just makes
that
sense.
emerged from Shangmu's River Delta.
So we'll get like these specific characters that will stand out per team. Like going to Gen 9, we'll probably have like these specific teams Star Grunts will really focus on, I would
We're getting
imagine.
a call. On screen.
Hello, friends. Funny story.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mayor Zhao gets
Funny
kidnapped.
ass,
Okay,
completely
I sleep.
horrifying, but you see.
Like,
Okay,
dude, you
so
get kidnapped
long
every
story
week.
short, they're gonna kill me if you
For
don't
our
stop
schedule,
me.
that's not much of a joke. That's pretty legit. Actually, it's every other week for us. You're as bad as Princess Peach in this schedule.
Magister, how I've longed to see that look in your eyes.
Is that a water dragon?
That's impossible. What trickery is this?
No trickery at all, Magister. Such deception would be the purview of your grandfather, not I.
You speak nonsense.
Truly? Then why not tell your students what's really going on? Poor hatchling. I'd laugh if it weren't such sad irony.
I don't know who you are, but I'm going to make sure you don't hurt anyone else. This land is protected.
Hatchling, have you ever wondered what happened to all of the water dragons?
I'm more curious about what happened with this water dragon.
What
How is she the
want is
final
for
one?
you to
Until
answer for
Murga,
all that
specifically.
you've
'Cause
done.
now we know those two.
But for the time being, I have more
Like, how did she survive? We know that Spade essentially took her
This
in.
is Bakunawa.
So that's how she was raised,
Magnificent, is she not?
with the red
But
scarves.
she is missing a
I want to know
vital
more of her
component.
backstory.
The
What happened
drone
with her
you
parents?
call
Who are her
Pengu.
parents?
The one that's in the room with you right now. I'd like to have it. Bring it to the Globe Opera. You'd better hurry, though. Red pandas are very much my favorite snack. See you soon.
That's still my favorite part of the whole call.
Magister.
Just his scream.
Magister?
Our worst fears realized. A merciless centurion from a time when our land was ravaged by war. A creature bred for battle, with a lust for bloodshed. Murga.
So what's she need the robot for?
Some kind of data in its memory banks, perhaps? Something crucial to the operation of this Bakunawa. That
Translation,
pirate,
it's kind of a
Corazon.
key.
She demanded that
Like, we already
robot as
know.
well.
This thing
Hurry, isn't
essentially
There's
is that
no way she'd do
key
that.
to get the thing to
You say
work.
so.
Without it,
An unfortunate
Bakunawa
coincidence.
doesn't run.
Let me go after her. Please, Your Excellency.
I acknowledge
My
your
couch kind of
strength,
insane,
brave
seeking to
Bradford.
save the world by destroying it.
her powers
In her
unlike
mind,
anything you or
Murga's
your
thinking the
companions
best way
have
to
ever
save this
faced
planet is to
before.
nuke it. Because there's no saving it.
Perhaps there is
So
a
I get
slight
that
hope
logic,
she
but
can
man,
use
it is that most destructive logic you can think of.
Yeah, and the thought of just giving her the drone gives my stomach the rumblies.
What about the one we took from Snake
Are you
Man?
sure that's not
It
just
looks just like
gas?
Pengu. Maybe it could fool
hunger?
her.
Yeah. A fresh
If it's
lick of
gas, please
paint
leave the
and
room gone.
Nobody'll tell the difference.
It might have open
A fair
windows,
enough
but it only gets you so
We
far.
must buy as much time as we can to free the mayor. But first, we need to find a way inside that won't draw attention.
On screen.
Come in, my Shang-Tusian friends. This is Captain Kalau.
Perfect timing, Captain. We have an emergency.
And he'd be
I
like,
am
and
aware
so do
of
I.
kidnapping.
My ratings have gone down the toilet.
Together.
because for him, all he cares
Quickly
about is his
resolve
image.
this most dire of situations.
You have our gratitude, Captain. Do you have the mayor's location?
Indubitably. Mayor Zhao was last seen in the Central Theater area.
There's a
We'll
man.
meet you there.
You're such a missed opportunity
Stay vigilant,
character because
friends.
you just gotta get
Anything
forgotten
can
about.
happen.
This is the part where it feels more integral for his character than anything else. After this, it's like, Captain who?
This drone is dripping wet. This blue is not a judicious color.
We will discuss your dry cleaning bills later, Captain. Focus.
Do we have to though? I don't want to discuss his dry cleaning. He's on his own on that one. Nice speed. It's like the slowest launch. I jump. Get me around this thing. I can't, you know what? No. Going this way. Oh my god, I'm just gonna hit reset. I don't want to do the same jump 10 times in a row. I want to go up. There we go. That's what I want to do the first time. That's royally screwed up. Like mass foil, tons of opportunity, but still cool. I'm gonna assume basically with that comment, this character in question has the same kind of, he cool, but they kind of forget about him halfway through the plot kind of scenario. Because it is kind of common in a lot of writing. They'll establish a character, give him a good amount of screen time, but then at one point they just kind of move on. And it's like a missed opportunity, because that's like a fan favorite. Yeah, Sun and Moon. Okay. Oh yeah, now I remember who you're talking about. It's been like years since I last played that. Is that a thing? Yeah, wait. Oh, I know who he is now. It is kind of a spoiler character, but also is exactly what you think it is when you see it the first time. One of those. And I kind of like how Gen 9 essentially calls back to that with the whole Team Star stuff, because you know exactly who the guy helping you is in that scenario, because it's the same situation. It's literally one-to-one, I feel. Now, speaking of that game, I have a question for people in the chat, because I have to watch this news story still and get a little more of like the gist behind it. But does anyone know about that game-breaking bug that's been found now in Scarlet Violet that essentially corrupts your save? Because I kind of want to know how to avoid that, since it's not a cloud save game. I just know it has something to do with like these longer hour saves getting corrupted. I haven't read into it. I just know it's really bad, and there has to be a hotfix, I feel like, or something like that. Come on, get up. Hear me now. I may ask him later if I don't watch this video. I had a video like in my queue I was gonna watch, but then I kind of ran out of time before the stream started. It was kind of talking about the story, I just didn't hear it all. Although there was a joke in the news story. I kind of like, yeah, you know what, that's relatable. This is as far as I got in the news. It's literally like a minute in. Game Freak trying to catch all them bug Pokemon, am I right? Like, yeah, you know what? That's a fitting joke. I'll give you an A for that, because it's topical and also sad at the same time, due to the state of the game's coding. Like, it's a great game on its own, man. It's just, holy crap, it's one of the most technically unsound games in that series in years. It is such a mess. It's Sonic 06 if Sonic 06 was good, essentially. That's how I kind of compare Scarlet Violet. That's a weird comment to say when I'm comparing it to a Sonic game that barely turned on. To be fair, at least Scarlet Violet has more gameplay to it than 06 at times. Much as like 06 is a guilty pleasure game, it's still a bad game, hands down. Oh, this boss could be awkward to fight with Neera. I might do the icicle attack more, and then freeze it. These isn't that broken. I mean, I guess debatable with the 1.0 version, but yeah, not as much anymore. Although, to be fair, wait, I can actually call Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl the SonicGhost 6 of Pokemon when it comes to its glitches, because that game was way more broken. You can literally menu the game to death like Gen 1. So I guess we can kind of say that one's more the problem child one for glitches. Which, on topic of that, I had to format my old Switch the other day because there's something I want to do with certain games, and they need to be in the 1.0 states. But to do that, I had to refresh the system. So now I can play a handful of games in their 1.0 variants. One of them being Brilliant Diamond, because I want to try the sandwich method. The sandwich, all the different code on top of each other. I want to try it. Now I can't, because I'm not updating that one. There's no reason for me to update that one. If I want to play the more up-to-date version that actually trade with people or play online, I will just play it on my main system. I hit the guard button, it's just a frame late. And I'm mad because I didn't need to die because of that. I hit that frame early.
No mercy.
Very hard to replicate and inconsistent? Okay, that's good. Local companies aware of the issue according to Selby. If they're aware of it, that hopefully means they're working on a hotfix now. I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of weeks we see a patch that addresses the said glitch in question. Because I like to think of it as that one glitch that happened in Gen 6, something similar happened there. Like, I can't remember the full details of it, but there was a glitch that happened in one of the later towns, and if you saved there, it just corrupted your save. I can't remember what exactly caused that set corruption, but it was something to do with the code being bad. It's just that area. Because no other area in the game did that. It was just like one specific town. Which was really weird when you think about it. Like, you couldn't replicate that anywhere else. It was just one area. So, something about that said coding was just messy. The Sister City or something? It was something like that. It was pretty early, I think, in the game, too. I think, was it Gym 3 town area or somewhere around there? I haven't played Gen 6, so I can't fully say where those areas are. It's like the one generation I haven't really played now. It's actually kind of funny to say, because of me playing through Gen 5 a few years back on stream. Now the only one I haven't played is 6. To be fair, from what I've heard with 6, I'm fine to skip it for a while if I didn't have a mood like to play a Pokemon game. I've heard it's one of the weaker ones. Which is kind of fair, I guess. Some of the 3D games, or 3D quote-unquote, the gameplay started to change a little bit more. But I do want to still play it at some point. I still have to open my copy, so there's that. Although I picked the perfect one to buy, technically, if I don't want to play it. It's like, Pokemon buy. As stupid as that joke is, it's actually fitting. That's my version. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Tower of Trials, was that it? Was that the place in question? Because I remember the story. I was not playing the game, but I was there when it came out. And I've heard of the story. And oh man, were people mad. Because instantly when they start to play the game, it corrupts itself. Like, well, that kind of sucks. Especially because there's some people who play Pokemon. They'll put multiple hours in the game before they even get to their first badge, start building up their teams. So for it to just corrupt your save only a few hours in is not great. Where you get Mega Stones from Karina. Okay, so that's where you get the stone. Oh, man, that's early. If that's really where corrupted, yeah, I can see why people were mad. Like, alright, I just made it to the story part of the game, and I have to start over. Great. You gotta love it when you have an area that can just corrupt itself because of weird coding. Sucks, man. I play my fair share of games that had similar issues, so I know the feel that people had with that game. I think the worst case scenario I've had, actually, for something like that happen is Shantae, the original one, the Game Boy Color. Because there's an emulation bug with that game, and it exists on all ports of it. You won't run into this if you're playing the original Game Boy Color one, like on hardware, but you will if you're playing on the 3DS Virtual Console or the Switch port, and I imagine the eventual PlayStation port. There's an emulation bug with a game where it can crash just randomly and like corrupt your textures. And when it does that, it corrupts the save file process. That happened on my first playthrough. I was at the final dungeon of the game, and it corrupted itself. I was like, oh, great. So I just unlocked the rest of the game with debug code, said screw this, went to the final dungeon with that on, and just beat the game. I was 100%ing up to that point, too, so it sucked, man. I was playing on 3DS Virtual Console. It happened to me also when I played the Switch port. So, like, I am 2 for 2 playing a re-release of this game that corrupted itself. At least on that one, I had the hindsight to use save states. When I was playing on the 3DS one, I wasn't using save states because I was trying to play as faithful to the original as possible at the time. And man, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. So, PSA, if you're playing Shantae on anything that's not a Game Boy Color, make save states along with save files, because your save might just corrupt itself due to an emulation bug, and there's no way to really fix it, which is the nature of the game. Okay, that's a nice whiff. Can I get up there? It saves me some backtracking. Daunting, GBA, 3DS. Yeah, okay, that does have save states. Although, I remember 3DS VC being weird when it came to the save state feature, because I believe it's not there by default, and you have to put in a cheat code, which unlocks it. It's weird. I remember when I did that 3DS review so many years ago, when I was showing it off at first, it wasn't there in my menu, but I had to just put in like a button combo, and it just showed up. I don't know why it wasn't there by default. It feels like it should have just been there by default. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably never gonna play that game again on the 3DS. I played it once on there, and if I'm gonna play it, I'm just playing it on my Switch at this point. Because I can play the Game Boy Advance version of it on there, which gives you an extra transformation. But for me, I'd rather play on the version that actually has all the content. The only way to get that dance on the 3DS version is to play with debug mode. So essentially, you're never getting it legitimately. It's impossible, because there's no way to toggle Game Boy Advance stuff on the 3DS VC. It's a missed opportunity of the emulator. Technically, I also have the same kind of complaint with the modern release, emulation-wise, because it also has another problem where you're locked into playing Game Boy Advance mode if you're playing that, because they kind of separate ROMs for the emulator's sake. So if you don't like how it looks, I'm sorry, but you're sticking with washed out colors now. Kind of sucks. You have to pick a version and just play through it. That's why for my playthrough I did like last year on the YouTube channel, I didn't have any quarrels in just emulating the game, because then I was able to toggle between the two different modes at will. So I played with the Game Boy Color palette like 99% of the playthrough, because I just prefer how it looks Game Boy Color wise. I think the GBA look of the game is a little too washed out. It's just the nature of the screen. The GBA screen is darker than a Game Boy Color screen was, so to make up for it, a lot of game devs, they oversaturated their games just to make it viewable on the screen. And by doing that, and you're playing on a backlit screen, it just looks washed out, which kind of sucks. And you really actually start to notice that in that generation because of the Game Boy Advance SP. That only came out a few years after the original GBA model. So people notice real fast how that trick kind of made games look worse. Yeah, I would recommend maybe buying that Switch version when it's on sale at one point, because you can get it, I think, for $5 when it's on sale, and then you get access to GBA content. Because it's a separate ROM in that, so you can play Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance version of Shantae. It's the exact same game. The only difference, more or less, is now in the GBA version, that one NPC in was it Bandit Town, they will actually talk to you and sell you the advanced transformation, as they call it, which is the exclusive one for that Tinkerbat. And Tinkerbat's so busted. Like, it's 3-in-1. You get the elephant transformation, monkey, and spider. It's all just kind of combined into one transformation. And it's so overpowered. You just have to do one dance for 3 different movement techs. It's really helpful for the puzzles. But you get so late in the game. So it's one of those, do you really care that much? Because you get it literally final dungeon. Or you find just to transform the other things. It's a question you have to ask yourself which version you play at that point. eBay version full on remake? Not necessarily. It's the exact same game. Because if you put the game in a Game Boy Color and a Game Boy Advance, your saves transfer over. Because it's the same game, essentially. It's just, it looks slightly different because the color palette changed. And then also the whole Advance thing is one of the few Game Boy Color games that actually interacts with the GBA hardware. So it's that. I think the Oracle games do it as well. And there's like another game I think that can do GBA stuff for a Game Boy Color game. I can't exactly remember off the top of my head.
Is everything all right over there?
But there's like a very small handful in the library that can interact with GBA hardware.
What happened?
We have to hurry. If the captain is in trouble, we need to save Zhao right now.
I want to see a comparison image. Let me see if I can find my one clip I had of the actual thing in general. Or I could just get an 8-bit drummer short going to my YouTube channel. Okay, thanks, YouTube. They really want to push shorts in such a weird way at times. Like, so weird, it misclicks you. Don't ask. Let's see. I actually shot this, like, perfect intro shot between the two in this video. I'm trying to see if I can find it here. Just to show how different it is. I mean, I'll link people to the said video in question here of that part if you actually want to see those differences. Okay, here we go. Now I'll just put it into the game window so that way it's just easier to show it. So let's see, image. It should be this one here, right? Oh yeah, here it is. So here's a comparison image. So you can see on the left is the Game Boy Color one, and on the right is the GBA color palette. This is why I say personally with that game, and this kind of goes with a lot of GBA games because a lot of them have this problem too. The GBA mode, it's very washed out by today's standards because of the backlit screens that we view everything on. So when you look at this game with a backlit screen, it doesn't look that good. Just flat out. In GBA mode, it looks washed out. Game Boy Color mode, just like good colors. But if you're viewing that GBA mode on the actual Game Boy Advance screen, like let me see if I can mimic this somehow. I might be able to with a brightness filter. Let me see. Yeah, color correction. Maybe gamma? No, they contrast boost this, don't they? Yeah, they contrast boost. So if I go down by 30%, that already looks better. That's how you would view it on a GBA, under the sun. And that looks fine. But when you have modern technology, it looks bad. At least in my opinion. That's just kind of my take on it. That's why I never play with GBA mode unless I really want that transformation. So that's my TED Talk. Let's go save a panda.
Mayor Zhao? Where are you?
While they're going, I'll link that video in question if people want to see a more breakdown version of that. That video, I like about halfway through. There's a breakdown telling all the differences between that mode, which most of it's visual.
Captain, did you meet up with Murga? Did she fall for the decoy? Captain?
There's someone behind him!
A physical version of the Oracle seasons. Never noticed a difference in GBA, GBC. I don't know what the difference is for that. I heard when I was doing research for Shantae, that was one of them.
Scary lady. Wrong! We're all buddies and best pals over here. What? What the heck's going on? You're all working for Murga? Are you all brainwashed or something?
Okay, GBA enhanced mode. Oh, it does have a similar thing to Shantae from what I'm reading. There's a GBA enhanced mode for the game, so when it interacts with the hardware, it changes the color palette. Yeah, it lightens the colors, and there's an exclusive store. Okay, I get it. I don't know what the store is, though. I haven't played the Oracle game, so I wouldn't know. So I guess the versions they're porting to the Switch are gonna be the inferior version, then.
Captain,
dang it.
If you'd please.
It's gonna be 3DS VC all over again with the GBA enhanced games, isn't it? So I think the same problem happened with that Oracle port for 3DS. I doubt it has the GBA enhanced stuff. If they put that in for the Switch versions, when they eventually come to the Switch VC, I'm gonna be shocked. Like, I'm just gonna be honestly shocked.
The deal did not include distracting me so you could free this miserable speck of a man. Besides, even without my informant, I could clearly recognize the machine you brought as a fake.
Whoa! Giant fish lady was a ghost?
A hologram. She was never here in the first place.
Take care of our guests. A delight, ladies.
General, come in. Gong, do copy.
Spoilers! Nothing's getting in or out, thanks to my signal jammer playmate, Casual Acquaintance number 47!
All fighters, fangs out! You're not actually going to fight your own sister, are you? Of course not. I would never hurt my beloved sibling. You, fight my beloved sibling.
Of course.
How is this any different?
Captain, don't do this! Not only because I still think you're cool and stuff, but didn't I already beat you once the first time?
That was the old Captain Kalau. A Captain Kalau that was holding back. Now, he has awakened his true strength with the flames of burning justice.
Well, this is gonna suck.
Come on, gang. Split them up and take them down.
Okay, good pot shot. Just start immediately with that damage, but you know what? I'm chip damaging you, so I don't really care. Now imagine if this thing froze. Okay, good to know there's a height limit on that, because I can't reach. That almost killed, actually. Might as well speedrun tech to kill you. Alright, that's phase 1, because then we have a whole other creature to fight. Give me that health. Phase 2.
A most invigorating warm-up, brave fighters. But the battle is just beginning.
Actually, tech is great. He's already all about justice. But is the guy a big goofball like him? Just like Kalal.
Form up!
3!
2!
1!
To be fair, from when I heard a lot of those characters in Ace Attorney are just goofballs, so... Yep, you're confirming it. Very much a goofball. I only played Chapter 1 of the first game, and I've seen enough of a lot of the series to know there's a bunch of goofs.
Beast 2, checking in!
Beast 3, checking in!
Combat mode, execute!
How the... Okay, you know what? That's fine. Easy enough to avoid a lot of these attacks now I've played this game. fully 3 times at this point. This is fight through 4, so you're not gonna get any tricks past me. Nice! That chip damage was just enough for me to just do a piercing attack like that. Perfect.
You fought well. Too bad you're on the wrong side.
Why does that count as a speedrunner achievement? But to be fair, we were moving fast. Not fast enough for good rank, though. I mean, I gotta use different items for rankings.
Come on!
You got a Rainbow S. I'm good with it.
She'll be fine.
It's like getting the X for the first time in Splatoon. It's like, good. I unlocked the mode. I'm never touching it.
Don't mind me.
I'm not gonna lose that rank.
perfectly under
It's
control.
perfect. I'm gonna frame it on my wall, right next to that Rainbow S.
How did they get tighter?
And there should have been a +5
Do
agony
you
for that.
copy? Magister, Ascal, anyone? Useless.
This was a trap from the beginning. We need to get back to the Magister.
Run, dragon, as fast as you can.
What about us?
Don't worry, I have a cunning plan.
Go, my steed.
This is so uncool.
Neera's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm having fun up here. This is a fun ride. Why are you guys still here? Please leave. Jeez, they lasted way too long. Alright, I can't really do anything in this form. Just let it just spin around. That should kill. Good. Hit me. Come on, hit me again. Thank you. I have a plan. And may it look stupid, but you'll understand in a minute.
Hatchling. He will answer for his people's crimes, and then we can talk.
No! I won't! Not like this! There has to be a better way than this!
Like what? Diplomacy? The art of offering one hand in friendship, while the other holds a dagger behind their back? No. Never again. Earth dragons are schemers and liars!
Lilac, what's going on? Oh boy, a lot, I'm guessing.
You're
Your Excellency, what have they done to you?
And so the cavalry arrives, just in time to witness your Magister's fatal indictment.
Eskel, of all people, it was you?
Sorry you had to find out this way, Neera. I'll explain everything later, but right now, the Magister has to go.
I've already gone through the trouble of sparing one panda today. I don't intend to do so a second time.
The lives and ideals of this kingdom are but an extension of my own. I will not yield!
You think to stop me? Come then, show me your resolve.
Alright, let's do it. Let's give it our all. I did it. I yield.
Thought better.
The speedrunner approach. Death. So the stage automatically ends when you die there, or if you win the battle. It doesn't matter which. We learned that in Carol's story, so we'll be fighting her later anyways. As soon as I took the death in the dragon fight, I'm like, you know what? Why not just go for the whole thing?
We're out of here.
Just go for the speedrun skip here. Take the intentional
Let
death.
them go. We have what we came for.
What about the Magister? He needs to answer for everything he's done.
If he wants to prolong his suffering, then so be it. His time will come soon enough. And if any of his allies return, I will kill them.
No!
That's enough, Neera! We've lost!
Cowards! How could you all just run away?
Neera, it wasn't a battle we could win.
I don't know,
Right
Neera.
now,
How
we have
could
to
you
get
not
everyone
fight?
to safety.
You
Then we can
literally
figure
stood
out what to
there,
do.
let you just get attacked. Like that. What strategy was that?
It'll be okay, Lady Neera.
Forgive me.
We should get moving.
I should have known better than to trust again.
I don't know what that means. We might actually find out in the story. What does that mean? Trust again.
You have all done this
Who
world a great
did she get
service.
betrayed by?
As long as my plans advance appropriately, your city will not be harmed.
Fingers crashed when old Dragon Lady
Fucking
kneeled
Noah
over.
will
Yeah, that's one way to
rise.
put it. Like, I got it, Howie. I gotta give up. Like, oh man, I thought you were tougher than that, Neera. I heard you were the toughest of everything in this land, and yet you gave up before I even got to attack you.
Eskel must have been talking to them behind my back. Even as I was training him, I should have been paying more attention. I failed my kingdom.
Is a fish at fault when it takes a fisherman's bait? Perhaps. But the fisherman's role should not be ignored.
Okay. I think I get that, Magister. Course, now I'm hungry.
Me too. I'm starving.
Wait a minute. I hope I still have them.
Yes! The coupons! Free dinner!
And shelter. Let's head to Shangmu.
Your Excellency.
It is a sound idea.
I mean, we have nowhere else to go. Wait, actually. Can we just go back over to Mila's house? Look, it's still here. Mr. Stumpy's waiting for us. We could all just take shelter in here. It's big for 6. I think it could fit 6 people. Yeah, we get Krandas in here like sardines. Alright, let's go to Merzal's. He has a bigger table. Man, just imagine. Just shove everyone in there. Just every person. Just get in there. And it's fine. Don't worry about it. If there's room to move, that means we still have more room to put people.
Oh, it's you.
Mila won't be happy, or maybe she will, because now she has lab assistants.
Welcome.
Hi, Mayor Zhao. We're ready to redeem our coupons.
Oh,
Oh, but of course! Just step right this way. Who's that?
That's the Magister, you rube. Pay your respects.
Oh, oh, boy, is this, awkward.
It's a long story. Can we explain it all inside? Please?
Oh, I know I'm gonna regret this. Come on. This is absolutely
I
horrible.
just noticed there was a board on his staircase for whatever reason. Is that his handicap ramp? A cardboard like ramp,
That's what you're worried
or like a wooden ramp.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
dude,
what also dibs on the Battlesphere champion title?
just lay to cement.
Can we stay here?
Can't use a thing of wood for a ramp.
I suppose
That's not safe.
I could squeeze you all in the
It better be
library.
temporary.
Follow me.
That picture of Marizal still gets me
Your
every time.
Excellency.
It's like, that is not
Is that
him.
what Murga was telling us?
He is not 7 foot. He's
Isn't
like
that
4.
True?
Yes,
Why?
it was a different time. We were at war. We had no choice.
No choice. How was almost wiping out an entire race even a choice?
There are no.
Oh
good
no, I
choices
mean, have you heard about the whole
There
Saiyan
is only
thing? You know,
survival.
the Frieza just murdering
The
them because he
means
didn't
to
like them.
achieve said survival.
That was a choice.
Surely
Bad choice.
someone of your upbringing would understand that.
There's a lot more
Oh,
options like
no.
that. I can go through a whole
Don't you
list.
dare try and guilt trip me. I never killed anyone when I was in the Red Scarves.
And yet, did you not behave in a manner contrary to your true self, simply because to do otherwise would invite the scorn of your peers? Did you not comfort yourself with the hopeless lie that you were a good person, in spite of the crimes you committed? The sins you inflicted?
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything.
Hey, that's enough. That's still the Magister you're shouting at. Besides, this here is a library.
Don't care, gotta storm off. I just love how Neera just does not care. Like, everyone's so surprised in the cutscene. Neera just stares out into the abyss. Can I sit back in that chair? Gong, move. Move. Sir, move. Right now, move. I want to sit, but you're in the way. I can't sit there. Thank you. I can't sit. It's not an interactable object. Man, missed opportunity. Oh, geez, but I must commit myself to research. Marizal's library is vast, and one man with only so many hours in the day. Our secrets, the water dragons poses, must lie in the book somewhere. Go work. Yeah, I remember this one. High crash scream. Oh, whoa, oops, kidnapped. Just, jeez. A couple inside guys feed me info on Shane 2's occupation. Apparently no one's seen a peep of Murga since the invasion. Just wanna march right back to Shane 2 and take it back by force. I have a plan first. At least everyone's safe for now. For now. Oh, okay, you got some of that stuff we recorded last night done. Well, that's good. Well, at least the first half. So we got some stuff for that channel. Good to hear, Amber.
Guest, dinner is served.
Delish. Oh man, I totally forgot how hungry I was.
I'm not really that hungry. Not after what happened tonight.
Speaking of which, tonight has not been easy. We have lost the battle, but the war is not over yet. We need to devise a strategy. Murga is a threat to all of Avalis.
Yeah, and I doubt you'd want her coming to visit
Marizal
your
stuff's in
city
a
again,
library, don't
Sal.
offer rooms.
If that
I mean,
fish face so much as lays a single foot in
every
my
room for him
soup,
is just a
she'll be
jacuzzi room,
fried.
probably.
Like this plate of fried
Like,
plantains
he,
right
he
here.
doesn't want to sacrifice
Only
anything
more
but
like
one
cracking
room.
bananas.
The other 12 are for him,
Brains
and him
barely
only.
been cooked to golden perfection.
Woohoo! Pass me some of that, will ya?
One moment. Here you are.
Focus!
So what do
Honestly,
we know
that's the
about
most generous
Murga
thing he's
anyway?
done, really, so far.
what else?
Besides giving us
Murga
one
comes
singular
from a
room.
time when Shang
It's giving
Tu
us
was
food.
at war with the island nation of
Like, I'm surprised you're
Perusa.
wanting to share this.
She was
It's a feast.
uncontrollable, laying waste to entire armies single-handedly. My ancestors were unable to end her, but they did devise a way to contain her. They sealed her and her destructive potential away with the power of the Kingdom Stone.
The Kingdom Stone. So when the stone was shattered, that Brevin. Another calamity we can lay at his feet.
But what else? Murga seems to be completely set on her vengeance. Why? All the water dragons are gone now. And then there's Bakunawa. Just what is that thing? There's so much we don't know, and the only people who can tell us are long dead.
Oh, those people may be dead, but there's no reason why they can't talk. Well, not literally talk, I mean, but my library has the largest collection of historical texts in all of Avalis. I'm sure I have a few books written by people who lived in those times.
Wow, that sounds super neat! I'd love to read them!
Certainly! Our rental fees are very reasonable.
Then I will commit myself to research. Perhaps an answer to our current predicament lies within those texts.
But the question is, did the Magister bring his Master card?
Okay, Your Excellency.
Because Mayor Zhao is not cheap.
Yeah, while you guys read, I'm gonna go find Cory and talk her out of this.
What? Absolutely not. She's with them. That makes her our enemy.
She attacked us, Carol. She put you in danger.
Okay, fair points all around, but listen. I know how she thinks. It's all about money to her. If you, drop some moolah on me to bribe her or something, I'm sure she'd switch sides just like that.
Everything you just said does not help your case in the slightest. A mercenary who would work for the highest bidder and change loyalties at the drop of a hat is inherently untrustworthy.
I concur. It would be an unnecessary risk.
Come on, we could use her help. She has that huge airship thing, too.
Don't mean to toot my own horn here, but, fastest airship in the country right here.
We appreciate the gesture, and we shall avail ourselves of that service as well.
Oh, well, I didn't mean... I guess I did but...
It is settled. The mercenary is too great a risk. We must focus on the immediate task ahead of us. Assess the threat of Murga, and stop this Bakunawa.
You know, that +5 is just gonna keep on adding up because of how he has these people in his house. So I was like, okay, +5 regret on the offer to stay here, +5 regret on the library, +5 on the food, +5 on the airship. Like, I'm out, like, +20 here.
She knows where the Magister is hiding and our plans. If she doesn't outright join Murga, then this information will be beaten out of her. It doesn't matter how we feel about her. She's placed our entire mission at risk, and that makes her a traitor.
Do you hear yourself? You're talking about our friend.
The captain was our friend. Ascal was our friend. Who's next, I wonder? Are you going to join Murga as well?
Neera, calm down!
Don't tell me what to do!
Stop! Please, stop! I can find Carol. I know her scent. Lady Neera, I know you're hurting, and I know you're having trouble trusting people right now. But trust me, I would never, ever hurt you. Please.
You're right. Forgive my outburst.
It's okay. We'll find her together.
Right!
We all know where she's going, so all we need to do now is find her sister.
Her ship is the Perusian carrier. She'll most certainly have a base in the Southern Islands.
Then that's where we're headed.
To Perusa!
Hold it right there!
Okay, I'm gonna have more +5 regret by saying this, but I want to go with you.
You're coming with us?
Add that to the list.
With our combined strength and cunning, we'll get that fish-faced tyrant a proper what for?
He wants to find a new Battlesphere champion.
I want to find a new Battlesphere champion.
Very well. Your ship would ease the difficulty of passage.
To the skies, my friends!
We'll handle it from here, Mayor. You may continue on your way.
He's not coming with us?
Oh, I get it. We need to keep a low profile. Zhao and his airship will be way too conspicuous.
Wrong! I'm just way too awesome for this mission.
Or that. Sure.
Well, off to find my champion. Toodles!
We'll call you if we need a ride.
Watch out for roaming fees!
If you charge me for the phone call, I will beat you up, Zal. Roaming feast. There shouldn't be roaming fiends with a direct line to you. This is a walkie-talkie. Then you look at the walkie-talkie and there's a credit card, like, swipe thing on the side. It's like, oh no. He found a way to microtransaction walkie-talkies. Oh, not the window like over the airship. You know, that would also be a great idea at this point. Not wrong. That's the worst outcome. Come on. Don't give me health. Sorry, levels are optional. Every time we get that kind of moment to speed through, man. Oh, holy crap, we're at this section. We're not even a minute in. I love that so much. Neera's starting to become one of my favorite characters in this game to play because of that speed tech. It's so fun. You just go so fast. And nothing really stops you until you hit a wall.
I'm confiscating that.
Sorry, I want to leave. Probably not worth stopping for, but I might as well get the gems. Surprised that counted as a grab. Can I zoom from here? Hang on, we're gonna do it. Ah, of course, there's a wall. Always with the wall. I just want to go fast. No. I can't go back up. Yep. And there's no way back up from that side. Well, going fast again. That could have been a Bravestone. That's what I was trying for it. Dear God. We're already at the boss. I outran the boss trigger. I gotta go backwards. Wow, that's a first. How does this work? Horribly. Good to know. Going too fast was never too fast. Never. Ooh, now it makes me think, can I do this stage with the one-hit KO status to get a Rainbow S? Ooh, it might be possible. This is the worst part about it. I do know where shields are located. Could be possible. Ooh. Oh my, nice zip. Almost.
You're pathetic.
I am half tempted to try that stage again. Just to see if it is a possible thing. I think I can do it. To be fair, we're gonna end here soon-ish anyway, so I'll probably just end with that. That makes sense.
Signal.
Carol?
I don't know. It's all fuzzy.
About time you ladies picked up.
What the... Spade?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
A red scarf. Explain yourself. How did you access our channel?
I'd prefer to tell you in person. Maybe in the basement at Goldie's. Can't miss it.
First, though... We got a lot of things to exchange. We're pretty much set now on gold gems, so I don't have to worry. I guess we'll just buy out Neela's stock, I guess. Increases jumping power might be really helpful for that speedrun tech too. Stronger shields? That would be really good, actually thinking about it, for one hit KO. Go away, sir. And then Chloe here. I'm pretty much all set in her shop. I can't buy a single thing here now. Let me just go get that time capsule here, as we do need this. But I want to see this dialogue exchange. Sash Lilac report. Why have you chosen to infiltrate this museum and pose as an exhibit? I see. I appear to have been bamboozled myself. No one must ever know. Of course. Takes it all serious and I'm like, oh, oops. Give this to me. What is this? Just buy. Just too much for me. Alright, just touch it. We know what it is. We have like 7 of these.
New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, Ocean Dweller rumors. There's been talk of some kind of new threat arising from the Ocean Dwellers. A champion of immeasurable power, biologically engineered for war. I don't know how substantial these rumors are, but given their current level of righteous descent, I wouldn't dismiss their ability to craft such a beast. Father is convinced that we've run out of options for dealing with these savages. If that's the case, then there isn't much time left. I have to act without his permission. I will leave the capital and head for Perusa to negotiate some kind of peace with the Ocean Dwellers. Surely they'll listen to reason.
Nope.
We're all living on this planet together after all. End entry.
7 different copies of the same hologram. Man, why'd you keep on copying the same movie?
Your Excellency, I have discovered an audio recording giving an account about Murga and possibly her origins.
Audio recording? Did you not see the video part of that?
Tell me, what did the recording
I don't think she was looking.
The recording was
Play it
made
again.
by a woman named Cordelia. She mentioned that Murga was some kind of champion.
Intriguing. And Cordelia? Princess Cordelia? I will look into the matter. Keep an eye out for any more recordings, but focus on the imminent threat of Bakunawa.
Of course, Your Excellency.
It's gonna tell me to go to the battlesphere now, isn't it? No, it's not, because I already did it. That's right. I skipped that part. I've already been an overachiever. No! Not Judy! This guy doesn't shut up! Have no fear? I have a big fear. You!
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Long time no see!
And we have never met.
Yeah,
Are we
long time no
done?
see. We saw you last week.
Anyway, lower your hackles. Your
And
channel's
that's when
secure.
your turns to
I
everyone's
just
like,
got the
you
codec
did?
frequency off my brother.
Liars.
I guess Dale heard about the
You didn't tell me
attack,
about
huh?
this.
Yeah, and he's doing everything he can to avoid an all-out war with an ancient water dragon. In the meantime, I'm just doing my part to save the world.
We do not conduct business with career criminals.
Yeah, and saving the world doesn't really line up with your usual interests.
Look, it was either this or helping Mayor Zhao find his champion. And you know me, I like my jobs dangerous.
Given the one-hit
Besides,
KO
I
badge,
got
then
intel
he'll
that I
love
think you'll wanna
danger.
know. So what do you say?
Let's do it for Carol.
What kind of intel?
Secret tunnels, strange beacons, the works. These islands are
Why are
crawling
you
with
just
them.
that smart
And our
aleck?
newly
Like,
elected leader of
using the big
Shang-Chi
brain
is
of
using it
Mila,
for her
let's say.
plans.
It's like, what kind of intel? I don't know, latest 13 gen is like 900k thing.
Is that a volcano?
Got lots of cores. Oh, you're not talking about my computer I'm running operation on. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Not exactly a vacation hotspot, huh?
Oh, it's a hotspot, all right. Those volcanoes should be dormant. Plus, a bunch of robots have moved into the region, and they are definitely not friendly.
Robots! Sounds like that monkey's friends!
We will find out what these extremists are planning and crush them at their source. Perhaps you are of some use to us after all, Scarf. But don't expect us to owe you anything.
Relax. Big Bro's the one footing the bill.
He's gonna regret it.
These are the leads I've dug up so far.
Then this diner will act as our headquarters for the interim.
We can talk battle strategies over Lumpia!
Right. Let's move out.
I want to know what the heck Lumpia is. I'm looking it up. She says so many times in this adventure, I want to know. I don't think I've heard of this dish. Okay, Lumpia, here it is. Lumpia fried spring rolls, found in Filipino and Indonesian cuisines. Okay. So, oh, I might have actually had one of these before. They look familiar. I want to get the picture, and I'm getting restaurants. How do I open the picture here without, you know, getting food ads? Can I just copy the link address? I don't want to have that stupid thing. Okay, here we go. So, I'm going to show what I'm talking about here. It just took a hot minute to get the stinking thing to not give me a pin interest thing. Capture a third party. So, that's a Lumpia. So, I think I might have had this before, because that looks extremely familiar. Like, this kind of a thing in general. I think I've had this as, like, a pre-made meal before. It's like one of those, like, TV dinner things. I think that's how I had a Lumpia before. It was in one of those. But probably not the best experience, let's say, with one of those things, because, like, those things are not the best, to say the least. To be fair, when I had of this, I liked it. El Laboratorio Mila Mark II. I can't really buy anything from you, but I'm glad you set up shop here in Extra Speed. This is why we never seen this for Mila's, or not Mila's, for Carol's playthrough, because Mila wasn't here. We never really stuck around for that long. Wish the world would just slow down for a second. Sounds funny coming from me, I know. Bruisen's gonna use our help though, and that's what I'm gonna concentrate on right now. Long time no see, still got it, even though I just met you, Neera. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so we have a choice here of the 3 different missions. Just like beforehand, we're gonna go in order on difficulty. So this should be the first one. Robot Wars, the Snake version, Tarsier. But then from here, it doesn't look like I'll have a clear-cut answer for difficulty because it's the same for order's sake. But I think how it goes is Robot Wars, then Echo Dragon War, then Justice in the Sky Paradise for the order. So we'll start with this one, but we're just going to select it because we're not going to do that tonight. It's already like 20 minutes till we normally end the stream anyway, so I'm going to go back the title gate and we're going to test that one theory we had before. Although, I'm trying to think, would it be better if I could just use a different thing on here? I can use expensive stock instead, because then I'll guarantee myself to keep the bonus. And then from here, let's drain, what is this? Exit Celebrator, okay. Drain that and then do stronger shields. Let's try it. Why not? I'm not gonna do anything else tonight. Let's try for Rainbow S here, because I almost feel like I can do it. Yeah, she likes Spanish. Mila just every once in a while breaks into the Spanish, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right. She's bilingual. Good start. Great start. I can't be doing that. That's an instant loss for the S. Let alone Rainbow S. Well, good news. I at least have a thing to use for currency now. Because I didn't have any gold gems. Oh yeah, give me that health. Oh, that's sweet health I can't touch and use. I mentioned how much I like this character, because I think she's fun. Faster time than before by about 2 seconds. That's pretty good. This is the part where I gotta be a little slow, but that's fine, because up ahead should be a shield. Good. And look at that stock on shield. Holy. I'm glad I put all my points into just shield energy, because now, what is a one hit? Doesn't really exist now. I actually have health. So I know the strat now, if that's the case for these levels. Use this specific combo, and then it'll give me more than enough health to survive a bunch of attacks. While at the same time, it's a thing that's more reliable to get the Rainbow S when it comes to overall, like, multipliers. I do know, I think there's another shield here. Yeah, this one. My gosh, that is actually overflowing the health bar. So, needless to say, I'm good on health. I might be able to get one more shield before we get to the boss. Yeah, there it is. This one doesn't really do anything for me, though. That's the thing. I gotta go back a bit because I outran the trigger. Good attack. Can't really do much here, unfortunately. Yeah, right now it does not feel like I'm doing a one-hit KO. This just feels like a normal session in this level. It doesn't feel different at all. How much shield energy I have, this seriously is just the same thing. It's just playing normal. Because of all the health. Can't really do anything there. Now if I go to those stabs, it might actually collide. And GG's. That should be enough points for the S. And how I played, I think that's Rainbow S. Which means, not counting that first one, that was first try. Because I really don't count that first one that much. That's not that hard, actually. Holy crap. Now, will it get worse? Heck yes! If you want to go for all Rainbow S's in this game, this is the strategy. Not every level is going to have easy to get to shields, or even shields at all. So, this strategy only works for like a handful of levels. Once you get to the boss fight levels, throw this strat out. It ain't gonna work, Chief. One hit KO status? Fight Murger with that. Have fun. No, it's not gonna work. So say, let's do a level like this. The first level. It immediately starts with a shield, so that already just makes it comfortable. Right here, don't have to worry. This is a freebie level, as long as I keep the shield, which there's another one later. I can just get that one. And then I fill up my meter even more of shield energy. Yeah, this is just the rest of the stream at this point, by the way. Now I'm just trying to see how good of rankings I get in certain stages. For science. There you go. This is the shield I essentially keep for the rest of the stage, because that is really good. I don't even need to get the other one, because I barely took any damage for this. Like, what, 2 hits worth? Dude, I just want to get up there. That was slow. But I'm at the final area now, so I can just move it. I love the health you give me in a situation where I can't use it because I have no health. Thank you. I love how all this counts as no hit, and I've took so many hits technically because of the shield. That negates that, which is huge. You know, the whole fact that I don't have health makes that huge. And that's that. That's a sub 330. So that's a good time. I did a good amount of stuff with points. Well, that's a Rainbow S. I'm gonna just guarantee it right now. There it is. Seriously, this strat, if you want a good guide for it, here it is. But on certain stages, because it won't work for all the stages. Now, unfortunately, I can't use this for Palace Courtyard, like normal Courtyard, because now it's replaced with this version. I don't know if there's another one. Oh, no, here it is. Jangling Park. I think it's a different stage. Like, it replaced the current one. I have not had this incentive, like this feeling, to speedrun any of these stages yet like this until I played with this character. So man, I am kind of shocked that this is the character of all characters that has kind of pushed me to try speedrun stuff. It's because of her momentum. The fact that she can just go blazing fast by attacking for whatever reason. That is... she's like Mila 2.0 in this game, if you gotta be honest. The whole speedrunning via momentum stuff. Did not expect the panda to go this fast. Like, she be blazing. Yeah, definitely faster than Mila. I can see that much. Okay, that enemy just went to space. Also helps that she has a double jump, so for platforming that speeds things up too. Because with the double jump I can skip some areas. Because really the only character that had something similar-ish would have been Mila with her hover.
This is crazy awesome! Beep, boop, boop, boop.
Stop that immediately.
Barely cleared that. Hey, this is how we got up here the first time, technically. I'm trying to remember where another shield is here, though, because this shield won't last forever. I keep on playing like this. Like, this shield's really good. There you go. Like, this shield's really good so far, but it's only going to get me so far with that kind of reckless playstyle. I love to go so fast you actually just outrun the train that you're on. It's great. we're nearing the end here. It also goes so fast at times, I swear, you stick to a loop like it's an actual platform. I feel like every time I've done that, it's because of my speed. Sure enough, I did again. Don't mind me, just gonna use you guys as a platform. Here's the boss. I don't think this is a developer oversight. I feel like this is intentional. Because something tells me, just like with how Mila's momentum thing just kind of carried over to this game, I feel like it's an intentional thing, because I knew about it. I mean, the game was in alpha for so long, and this thing I think was in alpha as well. Like this momentum tech. So I feel like it's a thing they knew about, just because of that, and then they kept it in the game, because people like it. Because that happens a lot with these kind of games. If the dev doesn't see a reason to remove something like, say, this momentum speed, then why? Because unless it's game breaking, then it doesn't hurt to keep in the game. Because then for people who don't want to use it, they don't use it. But for the people who do, guess what's there? Get some speed tech. And those are my favorite kind of developers, the ones that don't care. It's like, we know like a crowd of people would like this, like speedrun sake. But removing it from the game is a thing we could do, because it would just balance it out. But why do that? And I like it when they do things like with that mentality. That wasn't that much faster, actually. It was barely a minute faster. But our ranking is perfect. I honestly do feel like that was in the alpha. And I almost want to check, but I don't know. Do I still have access to the alpha? I might, but it may not be on this drive. I might have it somewhere else. I'm not sure. Would it be under PC Games here? Freedom Planet. Oh, I have the FP2 demo. Okay, here it is. Sample 106. 100. Ooh, I have the 1.0 version. But the question is, should I do this now or wait until we finish the playthrough? Because I was debating actually to end this. To check out. You know what? No, I'm going to hold off on this. Because I like the idea how we handled Freedom Planet 1 with the Countdown series. Where we looked at the beta content after the game was done. I kind of want to do something similar here. And honestly, next week's stream for the rest of Neera's story is probably going to be about 3 hours, let's say. So I do feel like to wrap up the rest of this and like put a nice bow on the situation, we'll look at the sample version of the game later. And I got to test it out anyways, because I think if I remember correctly, it doesn't work with controllers natively out of the box. If I remember correctly, with how it was built, I think it didn't work with controllers. It just worked with the keyboard at the time, or at least one of them did. I'm not exactly sure which update. So I need to look into that and maybe see if I gotta make a joy to key script or something. Use my controller, because I had to do that one of the Freedom Planet 1 betas. So we'll probably say that for next time around, because next session is gonna be it for this game. But let me just do a thing here real quick. Swap over to that. There you go. Because now I'm just going to swap over to the full feed, because I think that's what we're going to call it for tonight, because that was a good chunk of the story. So I'm having a weird issue. Why is that not working? One of my buttons is not working for whatever reason here. I might have to reset the Twitch status, I guess. Hang on, let me try something. I can just post a random command. That worked? Well, you guys, as a side tangent, check out the YouTube stuff. I can't change my category. It doesn't work. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I guess we're not changing over the category for once. I don't know why that's bugged out, but to be fair, the Stream Deck did get an update software-wise, and that's probably what's bugging this. Anyway, I'm talking about a technical thing. No one even knows what I'm talking about. This is just a streamer-related issue right now. Yeah, it still doesn't work. I'll look into that later. Okay, well, either way, we're done for the night, so thanks to everyone who came out. This was definitely a good chunk of the game, just like how we did with the other characters. We're more than halfway through at this point. So next week will be the final Freedom Planet 2 stream. That way, we'll wrap the whole thing up. We have seen all 4 characters' endings by the time we get to next week's stream. So, that'd be good. And in terms of achievements, we got 43 of 63 of the in-game achievements. And that counts for what the game itself says. So we've seen a lot of this game. The only thing I'm really not showing, again, just to reiterate, we're not checking out that museum for this. Like, we took a brief look during, I think, a Lilac's playthrough a few months back. And that's essentially all we're doing, because that's a grind. I'm not going to grind out things, not going to go for the best ranks, even though I kind of did tonight. That was a one-off thing, and just because I could. And Neera's fun. If you haven't played this game, play as her first, apparently. She's really good. I kind of sad that I didn't get a chance to play as this character until now, because she is absolutely busted on that movement speed. She be zooming. And that's my kind of gameplay style. I like it. That's essentially it. So, I mean, I already said, yeah, check out the YouTube thing, because I'm trying to upload more of those shorts now. Like, I have so many stream highlight clips that I am just sitting on, and that is just free content. Like, they work real well for the shorts. So I've been having fun making those, but Octo expansion's still going on as well. There'll be another part tomorrow. We're getting near the end of that. Like, one step closer, but there's still a good amount of that said DLC left that we're looking at, so stay tuned for that on the main channel. And then for the other channel here that we're part of, LP League, Portal stuff is wrapping up this week, as this episode here is the second to last one. The one going out tomorrow will be the last one for Portal 2, but there's still one more Portal related video we got coming out on Friday. So stay tuned for that if you haven't seen it. Check it out at this point. It's been a fun little series. And that's essentially all the big stuff. So with that, I am done for the night. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here on Thursday for more Sonic Frontiers. Take care and have a good night.